Okay, and we're up, guys. Welcome, everybody. This is session number 1 of the Goldbloods. For any of you who joined us last week, that was our session 0 of introductions and whatnot. This is the first session where we're going to get into some action. It's going to be a really good time. So I want to start things off first just with the logistics of the stream so that we can just jump into things without distractions. So this is my stream, Wholesome Dad Gamer. We are playing a campaign that we're calling Tabletop Treasure Hunters, which is a campaign played using the Pathfinder 2nd Edition rule set. So although this is our stream and this is a homebrewed campaign, the rule set of Pathfinder 2nd Edition, as well as many of the deities, characters, locations that you'll be seeing, is all owned by a company called Paizo. The program that we're going to be using to display our game pieces is called Roll20, and all of the art on Roll20 and the tools, aside from the art I'm going to present from our characters that they did, is owned by both Roll20, some of it by Paizo, and some by some other publishers that are integrated into Roll20. So that's that. And let's go ahead and get back into some player introductions. So we met everybody last week, but let's just go ahead and do another quick introduction of everybody. So we're just going to start up with you, Jason, and then go around down our little setup here. Just tell us your name, tell us your character's name, and give us like a 3-sentence description about your character.
Okay. My name is Jason, and I've been playing games for years. Started with 2nd edition Dungeons and Dragons. I didn't even know what it was when I purchased it, and a bunch of buddies at school heard that I had the thing and said, "Oh yeah, you read through all the adventure. You can GM for us." So my very first session of Dungeons and Dragons role playing, I was the GM. So that was fun.
Wow, nice.
Anyway, I am playing. Forgot his name. Ryklin Darkreach. He is a human cleric, and he is a cleric of Nethys, which is a god of knowledge, power, and duality. He's both protection and destruction. Kind of an interesting deity. We'll learn a little bit more about him. And he grew up as a slave to a bunch of undead creatures in a faraway land. So that's my character.
All right. Very nice. Very nice. Next.
Is that me?
Oh, yeah, it is you.
No lie, I just recovered from a Charlie horse the entire time that Jason was talking.
That's horrible.
Yeah, I'm fine now. I hope that my poker face was legit. Okay, so my name is Alex. I have been playing Pathfinder and Dungeons and Dragons since 2010. I love it. It's one of my favorite pastimes. I don't have enough time to do it really, so this is like the one game I'm in these days, so holla. I'm playing Sapisto, the Leshy Bard. He is 3 years old, but he hasn't been counting. And he signed up for the Goldbloods just for some adventure and some good times. He doesn't really drink the ale. He just pours it on himself when everyone else is drinking ale to feel like a part of the group.
Wonderful. I love it. All right, next.
Hey, I'm Dalton. I've been role-playing for about 10 years. My character's name is Zarias. He is a lizard folk, and he is a sorcerer with the dragon blood trait. But he's also a monk, so he's not afraid to get in there and mix things up in melee if he needs to. And he's just here to get some adventure in, build his legacy, and be able to tell his kids tales of his own adventures.
That's cute.
Love it. All right. And last but not least.
I am playing Regina Davenport III, our 83-year-old human barbarian. She has joined this adventure to make sure that she stays mentally there and physically fit.
A noble reason. You're a little bit quiet also, by the way, Tane. So you can go ahead and take a look at that. Well, I introduce myself. My name is Chase, better known on this channel as Wholesome Dad Gamer. This is my stream channel. I'm going to be playing the DM in this campaign. So for anybody who's not familiar with role-playing games, which I hope you are, I'm going to be playing all of the non-player characters, both the friendly and the unfriendly, and I'm going to kind of be presenting the story to the players here and doing things that probably make them unhappy, but it's just my job. So, all right.
Yeah.
So, you guys did a job draft last week, and with the job draft, you guys picked a job that was escorting a river barge up near the Mindspin Mountains, and you guys also got a job for oh my goodness, what was your other job? The woods, helping out a hermit in some of the woods that she owns. So you guys chose for your first job, you're going to be taking on the river barge. Now, you guys did legendary scouting on the river barge, so you guys know quite a bit of information about this location, including that it is a level 4 location. So I'm curious, what drove you guys to take on your level 4 job first?
Your reaction is my reaction.
Yeah.
Level 4, what?
Yeah.
Say again.
That wasn't the
Just
text.
looking for a little getaway, and this sounded like a lovely time.
I don't like getting wet, so I figured why not get it all over with the first time, right?
But Ryklin, water is the blood of life.
Yeah, well, as long as I'm drinking it instead of swimming in it, I'll agree to that.
Fair enough.
Water is a good base for beer.
Good.
He is right.
Good reason.
Again, if I'm swimming in it, I'm not as appreciative.
All right. Good. So, it seems like solid strategic reasons. I'm down with it. For everybody, I got all of your likes. Just so you guys are aware, I got a villain point gifted to me. So thank you, of Dice and Dames. I'll use it wisely. And then for everybody else who supported a guild, I've got you marked down. So thank you so much for all of the likes and the shares. So before we get into the actual RP starting here, now this is a competition. For anybody who missed last week, I highly recommend going back and watching our session 0. Kind of explains the rundown. But pretty much the teams are competing over a course of time to get access to a prestigious tomb that's going to be opened. Only limited people are going to be allowed in. Whichever team of these two guilds comes out triumphant will get to enter that tomb at the end. And basically the win condition is donate the most to their alliance. Both guilds part of the same alliance. Whoever donates the most by the end will win this little contest. So with the Goldblood mercs, we worked out shopping and everything ahead of time. So we'll just kind of go over what they purchased kind of on a quick overview so we can get started. But basically, all of the first level items in the game I am allowing to be available to everybody and all of the mundane gear, but we have a thing where there's a rotating shop going on. So they can't just purchase whatever they want at any time. This over here, this little scroll, and this is a placeholder for these stat sheets. We'll make a prettier one in the future, but this is what we got for this week. So there was a list of items that were for sale. They already chose what to purchase. Do you guys want to go ahead and talk about what you bought?
Sure.
They started with 300 gold and then 15 gold per character. So that's what they're working with.
Mm-hmm. So none of us really talked too much about what our individual builds were, what our individual inventory was going to be. But when we were given the 300 gold, we decided we wanted to spend a good portion of it to scouting. We felt that especially for mission number 1, when we are still learning who we are and how we can interact with each other, what our combos might be, and playing a game system that's kind of new to some of us, that we might want to just have all the information that we could up front. So maybe that's another reason why we chose the barge.
Level
first.
4. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's
We
fair.
wanted to go as hard as we possibly could.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
With ultimate information.
Yep.
Test the waters.
And then as for the things that we decided to purchase in addition to that kind of stuff, we got a good number of level 1 scrolls. We have 3 casters among us, I think, or is it 4?
All of you are capable of casting.
Yeah, all of us are
interestingly
capable
enough.
of casting, which means that we feel that stocking up on just a few extras here and there could be very useful, especially if there's some clutch solutions just from a spell away. We wanted to make sure that we had it in our pocket, so to speak. So we bought a good number of those. I don't know if you want me to list through them.
No, it's okay. You got
yeah.
a whole bunch of scrolls. I know what they are,
Yep.
so if you use it, I'll
We'd
know
be
it's
here
valid
all
or not.
night.
Yeah. 20,
Good.
23 scrolls in total. So, and then in addition to that, we also bought a couple of the items that were on the rotating shop list. We bought some hand wraps of Mighty Blows because we have a monk among us. We also decided to buy the formula because a couple of us are crafters, and we thought, hey, if we want to maybe make another set of hand reps and offer it for a premium price to the other guild,
Who also happens to have a monk.
they might want it too. So yes, there was a little ulterior motive in getting both of those items. So
Sneaky,
you're welcome.
sneaky.
And then we got a couple of oil of potency just to get some of our our weapons working really nicely in situations. And then a dark vision elixir just in case somebody needs to see in the dark, because none of us can.
Nice. You guys got it all covered. Very cool. So yeah, that's their purchases. Basically, I'll zoom in a little bit here so you guys can get a better look at this. This was the items that were on the rotating market this week. Anything that was purchased gets replaced, and then things can randomly rotate out as well. So you guys decided to donate 1 gold piece, 1 silver piece, 1 copper piece just to get the dibs on the first donation of the game. So the Alliance appreciates you. You guys are left with 55 gold pieces, 2 silver pieces, 6 copper pieces. The approximate worth of your gear, if you were to sell it right now, which would be for half price, is 117 gold pieces. And then these free guild support things here, I haven't even explained these to you guys yet. Basically, certain missions have ties to your guilds. So if you guys happen to get those, you will sometimes get an additional task on your job. And if you can complete that task, you will get a point towards this free guild support. Now, every week, I roll for a guild support that will help out. It's basically your guild helps you out. And then I roll for a random travel hazard. So I've already rolled ahead of time. You guys, for your guild support, got a minor gift from your guild, which was 5 consumables of level 1 or 1 permanent item. You guys went with 5 more scrolls, if I'm correct. Is that right?
Yeah.
Right. So that means that... and just so you know, anything from your guild can't be sold back, or it can be sold back, but it can't be donated to the guild. So that's off limits. In fact, I'm going to say you can't even sell it, just because then you could indirectly do the gold. I'll figure out flavor for that eventually. Brian Tipton, 1,500 stars, my friend. Thank you so much. I have my email in the description of the video here. So please go ahead, email me your NPC build, and we'll get an extra character thrown in there.
Oh, snap.
Thank you.
Very nice. We appreciate you very
awesome.
much.
Ooh.
All right.
And we got our special guest.
We're up to 3-3 in support of the Goldbloods and the League this week so far. So thank you, everybody, for your likes. All right. So that's that. Also, these guys got to choose the Goldbloods. Every guild that they had a choice to choose between, they had a choice of 5 different guilds. They have their own perks. So they have a passive bonus each. For the Goldbloods, basically, there's a payout for the job. I mean, this excludes any loot they get and anything else, but the fresh gold that they get for completing a job, the Goldbloods will get an extra 3% from that whenever they complete that, because it's notorious when you hire the Goldbloods, you tip all the people that helped them. So the tip comes out basically to a 3% bonus that goes to you guys. That's your passive perk. Now, guild support special is when I roll for the guild support every week, it's basically I roll a random bonus on a D8. If I roll a D8, they get their guild support special. The special one for the Goldbloods is that it's called Fight Together, Drink Together. You guys will get a mercenary companion to help you through one session. That companion is assigned by me. That companion may be run by a guest star if I can obtain one when you guys get that ahead of time, but we'll see how that goes. So those are your perks. And as for the free guild support, when you get 3 of those guild supports from side missions for your guild, you guys get to choose after you roll for the week if you want to change to a different guild support. So if you roll a minor gift and you want to instead get a major gift, or you want to get your guild support special, you can do that. So it's kind of a powerful ability. And I think that's pretty much it for the statistics of everything. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get into it, guys. Now, you guys drafted your job, and pretty much for the last few weeks, it has just been nothing but grueling legal and paperwork and preparation. You guys have had no real adventure for a few weeks getting set up for this. So you guys now find yourselves at your guild hall of the Goldbloods, and you've been summoned by the head of the Goldbloods, Callum Wilhelm. So you guys are starting this session in his office. You guys already know a bit about the job, but he wanted to basically give you guys a little rundown before things got started. So you guys walk into his office. he's always very formal when he's giving speeches to the guild as a whole, but around you guys, he's a little more laid back. So you guys walk in. Come on, you louts, sit down.
All right.
Don't mind if I do, thank you.
So what's the business?
Well, the business is you guys are taking on this river barge contract. Sounds like an exciting one. You've got a bit of a ways to travel. Now, I've got Sabin set up with a little bit of a support package for you. We're going to keep that on the down low. Now, remember, we can't directly donate, but we're going to do what we can to help out. We've talked more with the Alliance about this contest. This isn't going to be any small job. When they exclude Crypt or something they open up in Osirian to just a few people, it's never been a small take. So you all make us proud, you got it?
Always
We shall not
will.
disappoint.
We'll
Good.
do what we can. Just don't make me fill out another bloody form.
It is true.
Luckily, I think we're done with those, at least for the next couple of months.
I've never quite gotten over the fact that signing a paper is like scratching my name into a fallen brother of mine.
Sapisto, that's very morbid. Why'd you have to tell me that? I'm never going to get that out of my head. Every time now I fail out one of these contracts, I'm going to just be imagining your dead face with my pen scrawling all over it.
Does he have a bunch of paper on his desk?
Yeah, he does.
I'll see. There's Windhelm right now.
So, we're going to move on to...
That got dark really quick, didn't it?
Your job. You guys have read over the contract, I'm sure, but let me give you a little bit of details I was able to obtain. You guys are going to be into the Mindspin Mountains. Again, it's a bit of a travel. Now, the guild can supply your travel there. If you wanted to bring your own beasts, or if you wanted to find your own way there, of course you can. But if you're not ready for that, we'll get you there, no problems. It's a bit of a rough terrain. Now, as I understand it, you're going to be going down a river, fairly dangerous area, infested by boggards and the like. So, I don't know if you want to bring your own animals, but the choice is yours. You're going to be meeting with a dwarf fellow named Balgriman Mudbelly. He's fine as they come, I suppose. A little bit gruff. You'll be meeting him. He's got a load of cargo, he's got a barge, and he's got a few nobles you're going to be taking. Now, he has not offered us a final pay yet. I told him it needs to be fair. He said fair will be defined in what shape his cargo and his nobles and his barge arrive in. So, if you want to make him more malleable to a price, keep things in good condition, yeah? Now,
Does he
also...
mean like stacking it in a certain way to make
I would say
box?
just make sure it doesn't get damaged or
Okay.
stolen or killed, respectively.
So not like a triangle shape, like a strong shape, good shape.
Yes, Sapisto, sure.
Okay.
That'll do it, I'm sure. So, yeah, keep the cargo safe. Also, it's a good thing you picked this job because we actually found out after we got the contract, one of those nobles you're escorting is actually a widow of one of our old fallen Goldblood allies. Rest his soul. I don't know if any of you knew Deacon Alwyn, but his widow is amongst those nobles. So
The
she's
name
up for-
sounds familiar, y'all.
yes. I'm sure you saw him around. He was near the, his end was near your beginning, for a way to put it.
Can I roll a knowledge about that, please?
Yeah, you can. Society.
The first one. Or aren't you supposed to do it for me?
Oh yeah,
Wholesome?
this is a secret knowledge. Thank you for reminding me. So, recall knowledge is our secret because if they critically fail, I will lie to them. So if any of you watching at home think I'm telling them something wrong, it's because they rolled bad.
Go ahead
You
and roll
recognize
for
his
me as
name.
well.
You've seen him around. He was nobody super notable. He was liked in the guild. He was a good fighter. He died about 4 years back.
What was
Died
his
to a
name
couple
again?
of trolls. His name was Deacon Alwyn.
And his widow is upon the barge.
Yes, his widow Saria. Now she's of particular interest to us. I would recommend don't let a hair on her body be harmed. We take care of the guild, even their family when they passed.
Okay.
Hey,
What does
Chris
she-
Baptiste, thank you for the follow. If you would like to gift one of our great players here a little gift package, please mention their name in the chat and we'll get it to them. And Tori, we got you for support of the Goldbloods. Thank you. Now, this is one of your guild support special tasks. So this is basically your additional task. Keep her especially safe. You could get one of these free guild support.
And what was her name again?
Soraya Alwyn.
Does my knowledge also let me know what she's been up to the last 4 years?
No, it did not.
Okay.
You know he was married. You've probably heard her name, but you don't know much about her.
I saw her at the Christmas special 3 years ago.
That's likely.
Maybe.
Was that the one with all the big furry things?
Yes. That fell from the ceiling and no one could find each other for like 2 whole minutes.
Yes.
Good times. Good holiday celebrations. All right, well, get out of my office and go adventure. You've been around doing paperwork too long. Remember, stop by Sabe and she'll have your contribution for you before you leave.
All right, thank you.
So you guys head out. You see Sabin Twiceblade on your way out. She's one of the advisors to Callum. She's a gruff half-orc woman. She's got a scroll case full of some scrolls for you. We got this to help you out. Hope it serves you well.
Very nice, thank you.
Thank you. Oh,
That would be
Ryklin.
lovely,
What
Emily.
kind
Thank
of
you.
you?
Sapisto's gonna go up to Ryklin and say, I have my own scroll case made out of the carcass of another of my old companions. May I hold a few dead companions, please?
Okay. If that's what you wish. You said it,
Yes.
not me.
Yes.
She'll take out the scrolls and give them to you. Now, am I securing travel for you, or are you guys taking care of your own travel?
I don't know if we even spoke about it. What is the distance we need to travel to get to the site?
Well, it's going to be probably a few days, give or take, depending how you get there. If I get travel for you, it'll be about 3 days.
Make sure it's a nice carriage, please.
It'll be
A bit bumpy,
Yep.
I would think.
it'll be travel.
These old bones can't handle much.
Regina, I've seen what your old bones can do.
I'm down for whatever. As long as it gets us there.
What would be the cost for it?
Oh, it's comped. Guild
Oh.
perks and all.
Then, by all means, we'll take you up on the offer.
All right, I'll get it set up. You leave within the hour.
Much appreciated.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to downtime mode here. Downtime mode in Pathfinder, it means that we are fast forwarding. And is there any activities you guys would like to do as you are traveling on a semi-comfortable wagon to the Mindspin Mountains over the next few days?
Well, first things first, the scrolls that we divvy. Sapisto, you get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of the scrolls. The ones that you requested.
Excellent.
If you want to know that list, I can send it to you.
Yes, please.
Mage armor's not on your list, right?
No,
I-
but it's on mine.
Okay, so
Yeah, I
those
think
will,
it's for...
those and the shocking grasps are going to you. That's 4 scrolls for your inventory there. And then the rest of them are all going to me, which is 12. So, okay, just noting that on my
Okay.
list. Okay.
Okay. Good. Anything else you guys are doing on your downtime travel?
I would like to buy Regina a flagon of something to help keep her calm on the bumpy wagon ride.
Oh, you're so kind, dear. Thank you.
Just looking out for you.
We did purchase a rune of +1 potency. Now, we were thinking about putting it on your cane, Miss Regina. Would you be opposed to that?
No, not at all.
All right, let me take
I'll never see it coming.
I'll take about 10 minutes on that, and we'll have your staff or your cane all ready for you. +1
Yeah.
potency.
She hands you her cane.
Whoa! Oh! How heavy is this thing?
I don't recall.
All right, let me just
Oh,
roll
this
it
whole
over
thing.
here, and I'll get working on it.
Alex, Sapisto has been gifted a hero point by your fellow Leshy from the League of the Hunt, in case you missed it.
Oh, I didn't miss it, but I'll update it right now.
Okay.
Thanks, Gordon.
And then I was gifted another villain point. I'm up to 2. Now, just so you guys are aware, I can re-roll with a villain point. I can't cheat death on my things with a villain point because that would be really rough for you guys. But I can get myself some re-rolls.
Okay.
And I will use them strategically. Or strategically as the creature would use it.
Okay.
All right.
And where were you going to send the list of my scrolls to? I'll just add them in.
Me? Sorry, who?
Oh.
No, Jason.
Yeah,
Ryklin.
I'll send it to you Discord.
Excellent, thank you.
Wholesome. Did my share go through?
Your share did, yes.
I'd like to give that to Regina.
All right, Regina, you got yourself a hero point.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for the wonderful support, by the way. We're just flowing in with guild supports and hero points and NPCs. It's great.
Okay, so here's we have an interesting discussion. Okay. Ryklin has an idea. He's going to purchase it anyway, but I wanted the GM's thoughts on it.
Okay.
Beforehand, he knew that he would be dealing with a few high-standing members. What do you call them? Nobles, that's right.
Yes.
He deals with them all the time. Anyway, he knew he was going to be dealing with them and keeping them protected. He has a spell, Sanctuary. He can put it on a single subject. Now, he had an idea. He wanted to get a large blanket or tarp of some sort that he could, under an emergency situation, place over the top of all of these nobles. And there's like a giant target or some kind of a very brightly painted center that goes on one of those individuals in particular. And that individual is going to be the subject of Sanctuary.
Okay.
Now, obviously, the nobles might be a little averse to having a giant blanket put over the top of them, but he's going to purchase this anyway and just see if it works out. So as a GM, just be prepared that this situation might come up.
So basically, you're trying to draw attention to one noble and mask the rest, and have the one noble that gets attention have the Sanctuary.
Exactly.
That's very clever.
At the very least, they'll all get some kind of concealment. So,
all right.
Yep. Lines like that are why he's our leader.
And for a large tarp like that, you'd be looking at about 2 silver.
2 silver. Okay. Deducted from our funds. I'll just jot it down and remind us.
Okay. I've got it jotted down as well. Okay. So you guys have your stuff divvied out. Regina, you've got now a +1 cane. A deceptively heavy, cane.
And a flagon of ale.
Yes. So this 3 days of travel, it's not uncomfortable to the point where you guys are going to be fatigued or anything. It's barely acceptably comfortable. Maybe not comfortable enough for you, Regina, with your definition of comfortable. The weather is fairly fine. Now it's basically the our time equivalent of around February, so it's a little bit nippy out. You guys haven't run into snow or anything, and where you guys are going, it hasn't been terribly cold, but it's nippy. You guys see the Mindspin Mountains approaching, a large mountain range kind of near central Galarion, and you eventually get to a point where the wagon's going to let you off. The driver, human man, is just going to kind of point off towards some woods. River's that way. That's where you'll find him.
All right. Thank you very much, Bob. And remember what I told you about Nethys. He does listen to those who seek for knowledge.
Mm-hmm. Sure thing, buddy.
All right.
Thank you for the ride.
And with that, he'll let you off. About 10 minutes that way. You'll hear the river. Can't miss it.
Cheers, mate.
She
Much
tips him 2
appreciated.
silver.
Are
You
we
what?
here?
Regina tips him 2 silver.
Tips him 2 silver. All right, so now with that actually reminds me here. First off, we are at the location. Jason, what spells are you preparing for the day?
My spells for this day, I anticipated we might have other days that I might prepare something else, so this is just a general list. 7 cantrips: Daze, Detect Magic, Forbidding Ward, Guidance, Light, Message, and Chill Touch. And then for level 1, my 3 spells are Air Bubble, Bless, and Sanctuary. And then level 2, I have 2 spells, Spiritual Weapon and Water Walk.
Beautiful. And Dalton, do you just want to talk a little bit about your spell list really quick? You don't prepare, but what do you got ready in your arsenal?
Sure. So cantrips, I've got Acid Splash, Dancing Lights, Mage Hand, Ray of Frost, and Shield. And then level 1 spells, I've got Burning Hands, Mage Armor, True Strike, and Shocking Grasp. And Shocking Grasp is my level 1 signature spell.
Very good.
And then level 2 spells, I've got Flaming Sphere, Mirror Image, Resist Energy, and Flaming Sphere is my signature spell for level 2.
Okay. Very nice. Perfect. And Sapisto, what do you got ready at your casting tips?
I have okay. Detect Magic. These are my cantrips.
Mm-hmm.
Forbidding Ward, Light, Read Aura, and Telekinetic Projectile. And spells, I've got Color Spray, Mending, Soothe. That's my level 1 signature. Summon Fey, True Strike. And then level 2 spells, I have Dispel Magic, which is my 2nd level signature. And Invisibility.
Beautiful. And then Regina, you've just got some very minor spell casting to you, yes?
Yes, I have 3 cantrips: Mage Hand, Prestidigitation, and Shield.
Okay, very good. So the casters are ready with that. Now that we've got spells prepared also, how much gold are you guys carrying on you? Out of your pool, how much and who is carrying of your gold? How much are you bringing with you?
Sapisto carries none.
Okay. Usually I like to carry a little bit. The money system in this system's a little less cumbersome, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Like a single gold actually goes a much longer way. So I'll probably carry 2 gold, 5 silver, and I like a few extra coppers just for throwing into a trap or something like that. So 12 copper.
Okay.
So I've already spent 2 of that silver, so I'm now carrying 3 of the silver.
Okay. What about you, Zarias? You carrying any?
I'll carry 2 gold.
2 gold. Regina?
6 of each.
6 of
each. Ominous.
Yeah.
Regina's got some
she's going to be a
suspicious...
noble as well, isn't she?
I'd actually like to carry 2 copper.
2 copper. Okay.
So I can rub them together.
Mm-hmm. And
now,
flip one on occasion.
Not to be grim about it, but this is mostly just so it's basically the risk versus what you guys need to carry on you if you want to do bribes or anything like that. But also, if your character dies, we got to know how much you're losing, right? If you don't get the body back.
It's true.
Right.
Okay.
Savage.
Good. So we've got spells prepared. We've got coin pouches. You guys are heading towards your location area. You guys are in exploration mode. Is there anything of note that you guys would like to be doing while you set yourselves up in exploration?
Check. Oh my gosh.
Sure.
Knowledge check this, please. Nature.
Okay. For what?
Well, I want to know a little bit about my terrain. What terrain are we in?
Okay. What's your nature bonus?
Goes to sheet. My nature bonus is +6.
+6. All right, so you know a little bit about this area. Now, some things that you know, there's a lot of rivers. It gets nippy, but not absurdly cold. It does get pretty cold by the water at night. Now, you guys, I should mention, are arriving kind of in the early morning, probably around 9 a.m.-ish. It's pretty densely terrained here. There's a lot of trees, a lot of rocks. It's not the easiest thing for land animals to travel through, most notably because if it rains, it can get kind of swampy. Which makes everything kind of mucky and not the best to travel through. Notable creatures, there's a lot of different kind of wildlife here. Boggards are fairly common in this area, which are kind of a frog people that are talked about. Also, a very common pest around these areas are blood seekers, which are basically like large mosquitoes. And the ones from this area are supposed to be particularly nasty.
Great. Good thing I don't have blood.
Also, Faith, thank you for the like. If you'd like to support a guild, please call it out in the comments.
All right. Can I do any kind of a knowledge check to see if I know anything about like the people, like if there's bandits who might be around here who might do something to us?
Uh-huh. What's your society bonus?
My society bonus is 0.
Yeah, you don't know.
I should
Okay.
like to make a roll like that as well.
What's your society?
Society for me is +6.
+6. You haven't heard about many people around the area. It's not the safest area, so people don't travel often. When people do, it's usually for some unusual business. As far as the locals, there's many giants that wander around here. It's giant territory of different natures. You're not sure what kinds of giants. You've just heard it's giant territory.
And of course, from our scout, we know at least one of them is of the optic impaired.
Yes, of the Cyclops nature.
Cyclopean.
I want to very discreetly be paying attention, perceive anybody that I can in the area, or any monsters, mobs, whatever.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and roll me a perception. I'll let you roll this one.
Disappeared off
Well,
screen.
that's a good perception.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know if we got
Ooh.
that on the table here, but that was a natural 20.
Uh-huh.
So that's a critical success always. Now, you guys are all kind of, you're looking around at the nature. You're kind of like, kind of recalling what you know about this place here. And as you guys are walking, Regina, you clearly hear in the distance a faint cry for help. It sounds like a man's voice. It's fairly off in the distance.
There seems to be some distress up there.
What do you mean?
Some person screaming or something.
You picked that up with your hearing? Okay. Let's hustle along. Weapons at the ready. Pulling out my shield in my offhand. And I think I will just keep my right hand ready for spellcasting.
Wait,
Let's
Ryklin,
make sure to be cautious. This could be a trap.
that is what I was going to say. Would you like me to blend into the surroundings and scout ahead? Take a look.
No, I will go in front. Make sure they don't step on you.
But your dress, it might get stained.
Oh, I'm prepared for that.
All right. After you, my lady.
She starts hobbling along.
I will follow behind Regina. I will have my lute out.
Okay. Lute as in the instrument.
Yes. Oh, right. It's actually a lyre lute. Well,
Lyre, okay.
I'm sure there's a difference.
Yeah,
People
some
please
guys.
don't.
Your musical instrument. Sounds good.
Excellent.
All right. So you guys have got your preparations. You're heading towards the cry. Is that what you said?
Yeah. I've got my hand gripping my cane very tightly, ready to swing it at whoever I need to.
Okay. Yeah. So as you guys are approaching here, Regina leads you to the noise. As you're getting closer, you can hear the river. So you're getting close to it. And eventually, after about a few minutes of walking, or, scurrying, scuttling, whatever you guys are doing, you guys can see the river off in the distance. You can see a large river barge. And you can also see, right next to the river, a couple of large humanoid figures and a bunch of smaller tied-up humanoids. So let's go ahead and move you guys over to this map.
Ryklin, we are late to the party.
Oh dear. It's
I just
already
want to know-
started.
As we've been walking, my scales have been shifting from purple to green to try and match the surroundings.
Okay, very nice. From your ancestry feat, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. So I'm going to go ahead and place you guys over here. And while I'm placing you guys, let's go ahead and show off some of your guys' art, by the way. So we had all of our players here do some custom art for their characters. We've got here Regina Davenport. Now, Zarias, you did this bit of art, correct?
That's correct. And
Very
there's a
nice.
little more I want to do, but it's getting there.
Very good. So we've got Regina Davenport here and her
The third dear.
lovely Regina Davenport III and her lovely token. And then we have got Zarias right there. Anybody you want to credit for this art, Zarias?
Yes, this goes to one of my friends. He goes by Adrix, and I believe his art tag is Durinin Arts.
Very cool. Very, very good. I love it. We'll get your token out here. Then we've got Sapisto. A sketch here. Anybody that you want to shout out some credit to for this, Alex? Did we lose Alex?
Maybe. I'm still here.
We hear little bits of Alex.
Oh, little bit.
There you
That
go.
sounds like an album. Little bits of Alex.
Okay, you're
Yeah,
you're slowly
that's-
coming back. You're lagging back into frame.
Oh no.
All right, we've got you.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, yes, we can.
Good. Verizon. Yes. So that is. So my partner drew that. Her name is Faith. She's awesome, and I'll give out her handle later after I talk to her about that.
Nice. Good idea. Good idea. Well, it's very good. So we've got a token as well. And we'll zoom in on the token a little later, but we got a portrait as well, which is lovely. And then we've got Ryklin. This was done by you, Jason, right?
Yep.
Good, good. If anybody wants to freeze frame, we've got some backstory here for Ryklin as well. Ooh.
Ooh.
I haven't actually finished writing it, so it leaves on a very dark note.
A very dark note.
It
Good.
does get better. Just episode 2.
Good. So lovely art there, Jason. Good work.
Thanks.
And we'll get your token out here. All right, now you guys should have access to your tokens here. Now, you guys are coming in from this corner down here. It doesn't seem like they notice you yet. What do you guys want to do? Basically, you've got these humanoids over here. They're all tied up together, except for this dwarf here at the front, right there. He is tied separately. And then you've got 2 large humanoids here. Now, also, what language did you guys speak? Let's do a language roll call really quick. Jason.
Yes. My language. Oh, not on my paper. Let's take a look at my digital paper. It will be Kellish from his people.
Okay, so Common and Kellish.
Common and Kellish.
Okay, what about you, Sapisto?
Common and Sylvan.
Okay, what about you, Zarias?
Common and Eruxy.
And what about you, Regina?
Common.
Okay, so these humanoids are kind of speaking back and forth in some gibberish that you don't really understand. And the other one kind of acknowledges. They both seem to be female. They're not actively tying these people up anymore. There's some excess rope kind of sitting down next to them, and they're just like kind of talking back and forth, looking at these tied up people in front of them. The dwarf here in the front, as well as this little gnome fellow right here, seem to be the ones that are crying for help as you get closer. They're both yelling at the top of their lungs, "Help! Somebody help!" And then you've got this elf gentleman here who looks just very calm. We've got a female dwarf here who seems to be praying or muttering something to herself. And then you've got this human woman here who is just kind of sobbing to herself.
Yeah.
So what would you guys like to do?
Quick huddle.
Quick huddle.
Quick huddle. All right. I can whisper through a message to our captives that we're en route. But
Now, as you're huddling, everybody roll me a stealth check.
Oh man, here's what matters. Do we roll it or do you roll these?
You roll it, and then also announce your total.
17.
13.
that would be a 2.
Oh, no. 19. Sorry.
So I say, quick, everybody, let's huddle and whisper together. Don't draw their attention.
And with that, you guys huddling down here, these 2 large creatures turn towards you and kind of let out a grunt. And let's go ahead and roll initiative. Now, you guys were huddling stealthily. Roll stealth for initiative. These large humanoids are going to roll perception.
Now, a reminder, we get +1 for this entire scenario,
Yes.
right?
Yes, you guys
Ooh.
did legendary scouting, so you get +1 to all of your initiative rolls for this whole scenario.
Okay.
Okay.
In that case, I got a 16.
19.
Oh, Sapisto, he became a plant. Plant. What is that?
A black hole suddenly appears.
All right, and sorry, let me do this here. So
it's in the color of our characters. Is there a way we can change that, or do you want me to just change my character color?
for what now?
The black hole that everybody's talking
Oh,
about.
yeah, go ahead and change it.
Okay.
Okay, Regina, what was your initiative?
19.
19.
All right. I'm not sure if I can change it. Do you have a chance to change it?
I can't. It's personally changed.
Okay.
You have to make it so your nameplate is picture and name. Then you drag it down a little bit and click on the color box.
Okay.
And then
Working on it.
Sapisto, what's your initiative? Natural 20,
Well, I got
right?
it. Yeah.
Okay. That will be, we'll just put you up here like a 50. Zarias, what was your initiative?
16.
16. And then Ryklin, what was your initiative?
8, so +1 is a 9.
Okay.
And did you need the base bonus that we roll
No, that's okay. We'll ask that if it's needed.
if we need to?
Mhm.
Can I roll a perception to see if they saw us?
They clearly did.
Okay. In that case, I yell, "Excuse me, we're late for our boat. Hold it."
Oi, mates, would you be willing to let these people go?
So
I am like posed against a tree.
go ahead and roll a diplomacy or a deception for you, Regina.
23.
23.
12.
12. Okay. So they kind of look at each other and say something in their gibberish and then kind of do a chuckle. And then it looks like they're moving towards you. Sapisto, you are up first.
Okay, I'm going to cast invisibility on myself. And I will say to Ryklin, Operation, you forgot where I am again. And then I will move with the rest of my movement. I'm just going to book it across the field towards the people.
Okay. Go for it. Also, I will mention to you guys, for your travel hazard, you got an extra moderate encounter. This is it.
For cute. Okay, so I can go 25, right?
This is what we call moderate. Okay.
So quick ruling on diagonal moves again. So it's
First one is 5, second one is 10, and they alternate back and forth. So 5, 10, 5, 10.
Yeah, so I can
go like that.
2 diagonals is a grand total of 15 feet.
That's correct.
Okay, so that'll be 1 round
Okay.
of invisibility.
So you cast invisibility on yourself.
Yep.
Which was 2 actions, and then you
Yep.
moved as an action.
Yep.
That's Sapisto. Okay, next it is Regina Davenport III with Zarias on deck.
Are you going to let us on the boat?
They're still just kind of chuckling, working their way towards you.
Alright. So I move twice, and I ready in action that if either of them get in range, that I'm going to bash them with my cane.
Okay, move there, ready in action to bash with a cane. And you've got your cane drawn, I imagine, correct? I imagine all of you had your... Yeah, you guys already mentioned you had your respective things drawn, so...
Since I'm using my cane, it's always drawn.
Right, that's
Yes,
true.
I draw my fists.
Good. All right, so Regina, that is your turn. Zarias.
I say, oh, well, all right then. And then I start moving up. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to cast Ray of Frost on this one.
On this one right here. Okay, you
Yes.
got it. Go ahead and tell us what Ray of Frost does.
All right. So when I cast Ray of Frost, it comes from my mouth. I like a dragon breath type thing. And I'll just roll this real quick. So Ray of Frost is you blast an icy ray. It can do cold damage equal to 1d4 plus my spell casting ability modifier.
Okay, and what was the total there?
Let's see. So you want my attack roll?
Yep.
22.
Attack roll of 22 hits. So what was your damage?
Oh, and this is, because it's a cantrip, I do the heightened version, so I do 2d4 damage.
Okay.
So this is going to be 9 damage total.
9 damage, and then they have to make a fortitude save. Is that correct?
Let's see.
Or am I thinking of a different spell?
I don't see anything about that here.
Okay, good. So you do 9 damage. What does it look like? What does your ray of frost look like?
So frost kind of forms around my jaws as I breathe out this ray of just utter cold, and it's like a blue ray of light shoots towards this guy here. Okay,
very nice. Yeah, clocks it right in the chest. It kind of lets out a "Urgh!" And that is your turn, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so with that,
Chase, we had a rules question in the chat.
Right, readying is 2 actions. So Regina moved and then readied with 2 actions, and then it is a reaction to do it. Okay, so these things are now up, and they are going to act. So you guys are on some solid ground. It's not marshy like it gets sometimes. Hasn't rained recently. You can just kind of hear the river off in the distance. These things draw these big, nasty hooks off of their back. You can see they appear to be in some sort of hide armor. They've got some javelins on their back as well. But they draw big hooks as one of their actions, and then they are going to move. Here. Here. Here and to here. And that is their turns. Drawing their weapons, and then they're advancing towards you. So now it is Ryklin's turn.
Okay, I'd like to spend an action for a knowledge check on these things.
Okay, recall knowledge, and what's your society?
My society is +6.
Society of +6. Okay, so you know that these are ogres. Ogres are of the giant type. They're a lesser giant, but still pretty dangerous. As far as you know about them, they're fairly unintelligent and also pretty weak-willed. They're typically not friendly, and that's kind of what you heard about them. Lesser giant, unintelligent, weak-willed, and not friendly.
Okay, good deal. All right, for my last 2 actions, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon, level 2. This, when I finish casting it, will create a ghostly weapon that's matching of my deity's chosen weapon. So it is a staff.
Nice.
And it appears, and I can every time I sustain it for 1 action each turn, it can appear next to an enemy within the range of 120 feet, and it I can make an attack with it, a magic attack. It's a melee attack. It deals a certain amount of damage.
Lovely. Okay, so you cast it, and which one are you going to have it appear by?
Let's see. Which one did Zarias Frost?
This one was frosted.
Closer one.
Okay, we'll target the same one.
Okay.
Okay, so Spiritual Weapon is cast.
What's your total?
The Spiritual Weapon attack is a 24.
A 24 hits, and what's your damage?
Damage of 7 of force damage.
7 force damage, okay. Okay, so this spiritual staff appears next to this thing and just cracks it on the head. And I think we have, let's see. Let's see if we can get a staff out here.
That would be cool.
Boop, boop. Oh yeah, there we go. Right above this one. Not the fanciest of staffs, but it'll do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Give me control of it, and maybe I'll try and make it more fancy.
There you go. I will do that. We'll go ahead and zoom in on the action a little more here so the people at home can see. Let's get Ryklin in here.
Closing with the enemy.
All right. So that is Ryklin's turn. Or wait, you have 1 action left, correct?
Nope, that was 2 actions to cast.
And
One
then-
action
oh,
for
the recall
the knowledge check. Yep.
Correct.
And spouting out the knowledge after casting.
Sure. Okay, Sapisto, you're up.
Okay, so I would like to. I'm going to target Regina with Forbidding Ward. That is a 2-action to cast. And what it does is you ward an ally against the attacks and hostile spells from the target enemy. So I have to pick an enemy. I'm going to pick this one right here.
Okay.
The target ally gains a +1 status bonus to armor class and saving throws against the target's enemy attacks, spells, and other effects.
Beautiful. Okay, what does your Forbidding Ward look like?
So as I cast it towards Regina, she just has kind of like a dandelion, like those little like seed puffs just sort of float around her. And they're mostly annoying, but if you bat them away, they kind of hurt.
Nice.
And then I'm going to keep moving toward the people. Let's see. 5, 10. Hide behind this tree.
Okay.
Even though I'm already invisible.
Yes.
I'm also going to shout to Ryklin. And I'll say, I will get the people.
Nice. They don't seem to acknowledge you shouting.
Should I roll perception on that?
You can hear it.
Okay.
You're not trying to hide your voice, right? You're shouting
No.
it. You don't necessarily see where it came from, but you hear it. Okay. So Sapisto is done. So we've got Regina.
She yells out to the group. Did they hurt any of you?
No response. They're all dead.
Maybe they think that she's speaking to the giants.
Okay.
I'm talking to you tied up. Did they hurt you?
So he's they kind of went silent as you guys started the fight. No, we're fine, says the dwarf over here.
Oh, good.
I'm gravely afraid, says the little gnome gentleman over here. Kill them, please. It's what you're getting paid for, I imagine.
I'll see what I can do. And then
we're just passing travelers. We're not the people you hired.
I'll pay you someday. Help.
So you see her start to run this way. And she just starts booking it.
Okay.
And she comes up here, throws her cane up in the air, grabs it, and just swings it and bashes this person across the head.
Okay.
One-handed or two-handed?
With both hands. And to do this, I'm using the ability Sudden Charge.
Nice. So I'll let you stride twice and then attack for 2 actions, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So Regina just goes rushing far quicker than her age would imply. And go ahead and make me a strike.
Attack was a 13.
A 13 misses. You come rushing up. This thing had kind of quick reflexes where it just kind of turned in and kind of moved your cane out of the way with its hook as you swung. It kind of just looks down at you and grunts.
Well, then I'm going to try again.
Okay. This will be a -5 this time.
And I miss again.
Okay. Moved too quick for your own good. You haven't been adventuring for a while. Got to recalibrate the cane.
Oh dear, I can tell I'm a bit out of touch. Don't worry. I'll take you down shortly.
Is this including the +1 on it?
No, this didn't include the +1.
It probably won't make a difference.
Still misses.
A 14 probably still misses.
It does, correct. So it kind of looks down at you. Groga. And the other one starts chuckling behind her. Okay. So that is... Oh, wait, yeah. So, Regina, you sudden charge for 2. You attacked again for 3. Yes. We've got Zarias.
Okay. Let's see. How do I get this without hitting Regina? So I'm going to go 2, 3, 4. I think that'll work. 5. That should work. So I'm going to do... I'm hold my hands out to either side of me. My hands burst into flame, and I'm going to just send a wave of fire in this thing's direction.
Okay.
So this is Burning Hands.
Okay. What does Burning Hands do, pray tell?
So it does a 15-foot cone, and it deals 2d6 fire damage to creatures in the area.
Okay. So that 15-foot cone, I didn't mean to do that. Ignore that acid spewing.
Whoa!
So that cone
And
does
a
miss
green
Regina.
dragon joins the fight.
Now you're saying that I need a reflex save. Is that correct?
I don't see that in here.
Burning Hands.
Really,
Yeah.
Burning Hands is a basic reflex save. Could be incorrect, though.
I'll take your word for it, GM.
All right, let's take a look. Burning
Yes,
Hands.
basic reflex. You are correct.
Okay, basic reflex. And is this heightened or level 1?
This will be level 1.
Level 1. Okay, so a reflex save. What's your DC? Actually, I'll roll it here. Ba-ba-ba.
My DC is 19.
DC of 19 means that I fail, but I do not critically fail. So you go ahead and do your full 2d6 damage.
Okay. That'll be 6 damage.
6 damage. So this thing's got puncture wound from an icicle. It's got scorch marks. It's getting bludgeoned by a holy
Glowing
staff.
cane.
Glowing cane.
Glowing staff.
Okay. That was 6 more damage. Okay. So you moved. You cast Burning Hands.
Yep.
So we have now got these things. So this thing was in the middle of chuckling at Regina, and then you scorch it with some fire, and it turns and goes, "Ugh!" And it's going to attack you with its big old hook here.
Okay.
So that is going to be a 23 versus your armor class.
Yeah, I would say that would hit.
Okay. The damage you will take from that is going to be... Okay, that's 16 damage.
Oof. Okay.
And then it is going to move over to here, and it's going to attack you again at a -5 with the hook. And that is going to be a 15.
That'll miss.
Okay. So it swings its hook at you. You can feel it kind of cut across your gut a little bit. It's really nasty. Then it moves over here and swings at you again, but you're able to get out of the way of this one. This one...
Boy, I'll get you for that.
It's going to go 1, 2, 3. This one's going to move up to here. And then this is going to be an athletics check against your athletics DC, Regina, which is your athletics bonus plus 10.
Ooh.
That's a 31. Does that get
That
you?
was almost a critical 20.
Does a 31 get me? Yes.
Okay. Does it exceed by 10?
Yes.
Okay. So she goes ahead and just shoves you to the side, and you fall prone. And then, so it was one action to move up. It was another action to do that to you, and then it's going to move up again here, and it's going to look down at Zarias.
Oh, no.
And that's their turn. We've got
Oh
Ryklin.
boy, this is not good.
Looks like I'm going to be busy.
Where do I track my HP in Roll20?
Just on your character sheet, I believe.
Yeah,
You
your
can
sheet
also
can do it. There's also a bar on your character if you want to add it.
Mhm.
Put it in the green circle.
Okay.
And then when you need to subtract from it, you just click on the circle and do minus whatever.
Yeah, bar 1 is the green, so it's the best default to use. So
Okay.
I just added mine, 32 out of 32.
Okay.
Cool.
What you got, Ryklin?
Okay, so I'm going to use my first action to move. I'll move 15, 20, and my 25 to right there.
Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks like Zarias is actually outside of my 30-foot range.
5. Yes,
No,
he
that
is.
looks like you're in, I think.
because
Because of diagonals, he's not.
Yep, diagonals. So not in my range. Okay. So I'm going to sustain my spell for my last action. Just keep that thing bludgeoning that ogre's head. So let's roll for that.
Actually, you know what? You are exactly 30 feet.
Yeah, that
within
should be in.
Zarias.
Really?
I measured.
Okay. Well, in that case, let's see. If I cast this, that does mean it'll take my remaining 2 actions, which means my staff, my spiritual weapon, will go away. Calling out real quick. Zarias, how you feeling? Can you take a couple more?
Not really.
Fine then. All right. Using a 2-action move on one of my 4 heal spells, level 2 heal spells.
Okay.
I will target him directly. This is a green, glowing, eerie light that emanates from my hands and then drops onto the head of Zarias and envelops him and heals him for. Get that roll here. Looks like 18.
Okay. Yep.
Let me double check the math on that one. For a target, a single target, I actually have a +8 on that. So an additional +8 and an additional +8 because it's heightened.
Right.
Hang on. Let me double check that real
16.
quick. Because it's a 2D. That shouldn't be 2D6. Why is it 2D6?
I believe it should be 2d8 plus 16 for the second level version of heal.
My character actually took an ability that makes them 2d10.
Okay, so 2d10
all of my
plus
healing
16.
is 2d10s. Yeah. So I'm just gonna do a bare bones roll on this. Just in
go
case.
for it. We'll add 16 to it.
2d10 plus 16.
Okay, so 8 plus 16, so we're up to 24 that you heal for.
24 hit points.
All right, that tops me off.
Will
Holy
that do?
cheers, mate.
Sapisto.
All right.
Oh, I feel much better.
Okay. Okay. So Sapisto. Don't worry, Zarias, I've got you. So that's 5, 10. Let's see, 15, 25. Where's that 5 again? That's 25, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, so wait, no, I want to be. If I'm standing right here and I do a 15-foot cone, does that get this one? Like if I have my cone's edge, I don't know if you can see it. Like
if you go diagonal, like this way, yes, that will. So if you're standing right there, you go diagonal, it will get the ogre and not Zarias.
And it will get this ogre also?
Oh, that ogre as well?
Because if I go, it's like 15. I don't know. Can I make a shape?
So if you go, you can get either that ogre or this ogre, or you can actually get all 3 of them, including Zarias, in a 15-foot cone from right there.
Okay. So the 15-foot cone doesn't extend this far.
It does if you go diagonal, but not if you go straight down. It will go that far as well, but it will not get this ogre.
Okay.
Sapisto, turn on, click on your character, and go to the left icon, the gear, and then under auras, create a 15-foot aura on your character.
Oh.
This is not exactly accurate because ranges are different when they're emanating from you rather than from an area of effect that you're causing a burst.
Mm-hmm.
But where you're standing right there covers this square, and that square, and then this square, and then Zarias as well. That would be a diagonal.
Because what I'm saying is because I thought a 15-foot cone, like the cone in front of me started with 1 and then it stretched out 2 and then 3.
Yeah, like, it can hit them. It's just about if you can get all of them or not. So you can either get this one, or you can get this one, or you can get all 3 with the way that the cone shape works.
Okay.
Because
Well,
if you
I'll
go
just get-
diagonal, it'll go this square,
Oh,
these
okay.
2 squares, and those 3 squares.
So if she centers it on the bottom left corner of her square, then it emanates from there, and then that only catches.
Yeah, so I want to catch the edge of this golem and like basically draw my line between the
Oh
two.
yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, so I miss Zarias. So I'm just basically blasting to the like straight down. So I catch those 2, but Zarias is
Yeah,
out
for
of
sure.
it.
Go for it.
Okay.
Now that
color.
is so color spray.
Uh-huh.
Is that a fortitude or a will save? I forget.
Color spray. It's the will save. And my DC is 19, I believe.
19.
But I'll go ahead and pull up my sheet and just. Oh, boo.
Okay. I succeed.
Okay.
So what happens?
So on a success, the creatures are dazzled for 1 round.
The other one fails, but not critically.
Okay. So the other one that fails is stunned 1, blinded for 1 round, and dazzled for 1 minute.
Okay. And this one's just dazzled. So this one's dazzled. This one is stunned and blinded and dazzled for a minute.
That one's just not having a good day.
And dazzled gives a flat 5 check of missing, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Yeah. Can you mark which one is which?
Yes, I will.
Thank you.
Maybe.
Does that go away if we damage them?
Nope, it does not.
So I think it's just a status
red
effect.
there is going to be the bad one, and that one will be just the dazzled.
Okay.
Okay.
And that is my turn. And I was not able to sustain, so Regina, your forbidding ward is gone. Those little
Alright.
cotton fluffs fall to the ground.
Okay. Regina, you're up.
So you said I'm knocked in.
You are prone, yes.
I stand up, wipe
Okay.
off my dress. You shouldn't have done that. And then my eyes just kind of go a little dark red, and I enter rage and walk up 1.
Okay. So you're raging and you're ready to smack down.
Yep.
Now we got Zarias.
Okay. Is there any kind of a disengage in this version?
Nope. If you want to not trigger reactions, you can take 1 5-foot step at a time.
Okay.
So yes. There
Kind
is.
of, yeah. It's a full
but-
round 15-foot engage is pretty much what it is.
But in this version, not as many things have opportunities of attack either.
True.
Oh, good point. I'm just going to try walking over here then and see what happens. Does anything happen?
Nope.
Great. I'm going to shocking grasp this one here. So electricity starts to crackle around my hands, and I just shove my claws into this thing.
Ooh, yeah.
All right, and I will read what that does for the people at home.
Yeah, do it.
I will cast this one as a heightened spell since it is my signature spell. So
So
you
taking
shove
a
your hands
second
in a crackling
level
field of
slot,
lightning.
correct?
Right.
Okay.
Make a melee attack spell attack roll. On a hit, the target takes 2d12 electricity damage. If the target is wearing metal armor or made of metal, you gain a +1 circumstance bonus to your attack roll with shocking grasp, and the target also takes 1d4 persistent electricity damage on a hit. On a critical hit, double the initial damage, but not the persistent damage.
Okay.
And because I heightened it, the damage increases by 1d12.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack roll.
Don't forget your +1.
Okay. I think this ought to do it for me, so let's try that.
Whoa. Look at that.
Okay, what
So that
was
should
your
be
total?
a 20 total.
20 hits, does not critically hit. What's your damage?
Looks like I do 8 damage.
8 damage, and that's how much persistent damage?
Is he wearing electricity?
Is
Is he wearing metal? She
Wearing or
metal?
wielding, does it specify?
It says wearing.
She is not. So no
Okay.
persistent.
Then no persistent damage.
Okay. 8 damage on that ogre. You got it. Okay. That makes it their turn. Okay.
You want a heads up on blinded? on what it does.
So stunned one is enough. It's going to lose its turn. So this one's just kind of sitting there, dazed like. This one.
I think stunned actually removes that many actions.
I believe that's slowed.
Both actually.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I was reading on them. It's because I was reading some of the spells. Stun is a more severe version of slow, so it will stomp over slow effects. So, like for example, if a creature is suffering from slow 2 and stun 1, the stun 1 will get rid of one of those slow ones, and it will just lose one action from both of those. But then the slow 2 has one more remaining, and so it would total remove 2 actions.
Gotcha. Okay. So what additional does stun do?
It just removes an action.
An action.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't act while stunned.
Now, if it says for a duration, like stunned for, say, 1 minute, then it can't do anything.
Okay.
Yeah. Stunned for 1 round and blinded.
Yeah. You can't act while stunned. Stunned usually includes a value, which indicates how many total actions you lose.
Actually, hold on. So that's critical failure. So failure, the creature stunned 1, so it does lose 1 round or one action, and then it's blinded for 1 round, and then dazzled for 1 minute.
This is weird wording. You can't act while stunned, but then it says stunned usually includes a value, which indicates how many total actions you lose.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's not acting for one of those or any of those actions is effectively what's going on.
Gotcha. Okay. So it's got 2 actions then.
Mm-hmm. But it's blinded for both of those, right?
Right. Which blinded is a flat 15 check to miss. Is that correct?
No, so blinded, you can't see. All normal terrain is difficult terrain to you. You can't detect anything using vision. You automatically critically fail perception checks that require you to be able to see. And if vision is your only precise sense, you take a -4 status penalty to perception checks. You are immune to visual effects. Blinded overrides dazzled.
Okay. So if something's undetected, it's a flat 10 check.
Okay.
If it takes a swing there. So let's see. Undetected. This may be incorrect, but I believe it's a flat 10 check. So we're going to go with that for now. We can check into it later. So this thing moves over here. Flat 5 check first to see if this actually hits you, Zarias. So it will make its actual attack roll against you now because it succeeded the flat 5 check. Now you are flat-footed here. So your AC is -2. And that is going to be a 27 versus your AC.
-2 would put me currently at a 15.
Okay. So that will be a critical hit. And then this other ogre.
Is the flat-footed because of the flank bonus?
It is. So flanking no longer gives a bonus. Instead, they gain the flat-footed condition.
Okay.
Okay, and then this one succeeds its flat check. And it will attack you. And that is going to miss. So this ogre critically hits you. The other one misses. This one moved twice and attacked. This one is going to try to attack you again at a -5. And it is going to miss. So you take 1 critical hit from these. Now, this thing comes running up behind you. It's kind of rubbing its eyes from the color spray. And it's just going to gouge its hook right into your side. Now, these hooks have the deadly trait.
Oof.
Which means that they're not friendly. So for the damage here, it's going to be 20 plus a d10. So 23 damage from this critical hit.
Oh,
Okay, good thing I got healed.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
no kidding.
that's its turn. Ryklin, you're up.
Okay,
I kinda
looks like they're
Scream in
undoing all
pain
my
a little
work.
bit.
Undoing all me fine work then. Let's see. Yeah, I think we'll just cast for 2 actions another of my 4 heals. And heal. This time I've got the values tweaked in my sheet, so I'm going to attempt another roll with the actual spell and see if it rolls correctly. All right.
That looks better.
Yeah, that's 2d10 plus 16. Yep, 31 damage. Or 31 positive energy.
31 health. So more green washes over you, Zarias. You heal for 31. You got 1 action left, Jason?
I do. I'm thinking for my action, I'm going to put my shield up and then yell at the green brute, or the yellow one.
The yellow one? Okay.
Hey! Big and ugly! Over here!
Okay. It kind of rubs its eyes and looks back towards you. And it is Sapisto.
Question,
Okay.
is shield something I can do as a reaction?
If you cast it, you basically raise a shield and then can use a reaction to block the damage.
Okay, so I have to have it up first, is what you're saying.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay. What I would like to do is I would like to spend a focus point and do lingering performance.
Okay.
Let's see if I can get that too. And I'm going to do a perform check.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to pull up my lute lyre thing.
Uh-huh. Your
My instrument.
string instrument.
My stringed corpse of my fallen brethren who donated their body for my cause. And I'm going to perform
Okay.
as soon as I find it on my sheet. Okay, so that is I can do math. That's a 22.
Mm-hmm. So 2 extra rounds, is that correct?
So lingering performance, because the check is 5.
Uh-huh.
So is that a succeed
It's a
or a
critical success.
Excellent. So that's 4 extra rounds.
4 extra rounds. Beautiful.
Mhm.
Okay.
More
so,
than enough.
Yeah. So then my cantrip is I'm going to inspire courage.
Okay.
So that will last 4 additional rounds.
Okay.
And then I think I have 1 move left.
Yep, you lingering performance, you did your inspire courage, which is
Mhm.
+1 to attack, damage, and skill checks, I believe. Checks against
it's
fear.
Attack damage, and I think it's ability checks, but I will check on
Ability
that
checks.
in 1 second.
Good.
But I will, anybody within 60 feet. So I will,
Everybody.
yeah, I will move towards, just away this way a little bit.
Sure.
I might be out of that now.
So
Okay.
that's exactly 60 feet, right?
I'll,
And
right here.
that's, yeah,
okay, I'll stay right here.
that square right there is exactly 60 feet from Ryklin.
Okay, and I will look up.
Keep that sweet
Okay.
melodious music within me ear range.
So you're invisible. Music just starts sprouting up from nowhere.
Oh, I'm not invisible any longer
Oh.
because I cast color spray.
Oh, right. That's an offensive spell. Okay.
Yep.
Sapisto is done. Regina, you're angry. Your cane is ready.
Very angry. I take my cane in both hands and I just go to play.
Okay. Make that attack roll.
Oof.
Oh, that is a critical failure.
Can I use the hero point?
You
to
sure
do
can.
You only have the ones for the session, though, right?
He's got 2 so far.
that? 2. All right.
Zarias shared and gifted him 1. That's better. That's more like it.
23.
Don't forget your
23
+1.
is a hit. What is
You
your
get
damage?
you get a +2, one from
Oh,
the
25.
performance,
Mhm.
and
And the cane +1.
Yes.
Right. Okay, 25. Still just a hit. What's your damage?
16 damage.
16 damage. Look at that ogre there. So you just wail on this thing. Like you bring your cane down, you hear a crunch on this thing's back. It doesn't quite have its vision back yet, but it turns in your direction and just gives you an grabada. Okay.
Grubba back. And I attack again. And I miss.
wow.
Ow!
Would you like to
Jeez.
spend your other hero
2
points?
criticals almost in a row.
Oh,
No, I'm going to save that other hero point.
Okay. Now, currently, at least for this first round for both guilds, we're not going to use critical failures on attack rolls. We might add a critical hit failure deck in later, but for now, you just miss.
All right, I'm going to try one more time.
Okay.
I can't do worse than that.
Minus 10.
So technically, you can do worse than that.
All right,
13
so
plus
that would be a
2.
15.
15.
Okay, that is a miss.
Okay.
So you swing, this thing's angry. You hit it so clean the first time, you just start going to town, and it's just like it's moving its hook, kind of swinging around to not get hit like that again. We're to Zarias.
All right. I'm still going to make you pie for that, just from over here. And I start running.
Okay.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Whoa.
Oh, wait, I can only move 5 because I'm not quite that fast.
I think 5 would get you to right there. Because of diagonals. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So right there would be the furthest you could go.
Okay.
There you go.
And then I'm going to move again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Done with that flanking business?
Done with that flanking business, very much.
So are you putting yourself behind that tree?
Yes.
Okay. So you're behind it, which gives you a +2 against range attacks or melee attacks coming from that direction right now. You can take an action to take cover, which gives you an additional +2. Or you can do something with your last action.
I'd like to... So can I still start casting a spell?
No. No, they did away with that rule.
Okay. Then I think for now I will just take cover.
Okay. So you got +4 to your AC against any attack coming from that direction.
Okay.
All right. So this ogre right here is still dazzled. Is that correct, Sapisto?
It's blinded for 1 round and then dazzled for a minute.
Okay, so it was blinded last round. So it is now dazzled.
Okay.
And so this one looks at Zarias run and just kind of turns to this human that's saying things to it. It's going to walk up to Ryklin. So we'll go. This one here is going to attack Regina. This one's going to attack Ryklin. Regina, the flat check for the dazzled, going to succeed. The attack roll against you.
Oh,
You're not having some good luck at the moment.
No.
That's a nat 20 for those who can't see it off screen. So that is a critical hit with the deadly hook.
Oh my god.
Who needs villain points when you've got dice like those?
So that's 24 damage plus 3 damage. So 28 damage plus 3 damage. So 31 damage on that critical. This hook just catches you right in the side. You can feel it just digging in. Not a good feeling. And then
Watch us die on our first random encounter.
flat check on the second one is going to succeed. It's attacking you at a -5. That is a 20 to hit you. Does a 20 hit you,
Dane?
Regina?
Oh, a 20.
Uh-huh.
Yes, it does.
Okay, the damage on that is going to be 15.
Okay.
Are you still standing with your barbarian
I'm
health
still
there?
standing.
Nice. Okay, and then it's going to attack you one more time at a -10. That's going to miss. I'm going to use a villain point because it's thirsty.
Oh.
Oh, God.
Oh my gosh!
That was horrible.
Thanks, folks, for those villain points. Oh my gosh!
Well,
We're
it was
gonna
fun
go ahead
playing
and
with
say-
you guys, but I'm just gonna leave now.
So this puts you to 0 hit points with a critical hit, which means you go to dying 2. This ogre is done. So you're knocked down. This hook just goes in. He kind of turns, comes from the other side, gets you on the other side, and Regina just goes down, dying 2.
Oh no, Regina!
Regina!
Ryklin, this one's attacking you. That is going to be a 30 versus your armor class.
That'll hit.
Okay, does it critically hit?
I'm a 20, so yes.
Okay. So we're just keeping the crit train rolling.
Yes, we are.
That is going to be...
Oh, come on.
39 damage?
I'm down.
Nuh-uh.
I've 32 hit points.
All right. That was a rough chain of rolling. These things just kind of chuckle. And Ryklin, you're dying too.
Could I have used my second hero point?
Oh yeah.
So
true.
you can use. So what happens is you
Oh
get
my-
put above the thing that brought you down. When it goes to your turn, you can spend all of your hero points to do a heroic recovery, lose your dying, lose your wounded, go to 1 hit point.
Okay.
So, Regina, you go.
Did you just put your meter to negative 9,991?
Yes.
He is distraught.
Distraught, very.
Ryklin, you need to go up.
I assume that's how much damage happened with that second crit.
Ugh.
All right. So, we are past the ogre. Sapisto.
Okay. Okay, so Regina is down and Ryklin is down.
Emily,
That
who
is
would you like
correct.
to change your villain point to? Which hero would you like to give it to? Ryklin, you get a hero point, my friend.
Oh, thank you. We'll see if it helps.
Okay, so what I'm going to have to do here. Hold on, I need to give myself. Can you show me 30 feet to Regina, please? Just so I can. 10. 15. I think that's.
That
within
is
30
just
feet.
within 30 feet.
Uh-huh.
You count 15 feet with 2 diagonals, so that's 2
Mhm.
15s.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Okay, so I'm gonna do a second level soothe on Regina.
Now, Tane, I will offer, do you want to use your heroic recovery now so that this heal does not give you wounded? We'll put you to 1 hit point and then you will take the soothe.
Sure. Yes.
Okay, so all of your hero points are taken. You are at 1 hit point. You stand up. You're not wounded. Sapisto, go ahead and roll your heal.
All right, here we go. Does that give me the plus?
In your total, I'm not sure.
I don't think it does. So that's 12.
Hover
13 is
over
your
it.
roll.
Hover over it. It actually did. You see that there's a 5 plus a 7 plus 8, which is 20 total.
Hover over where?
20,
Hover over the number.
Yep, 20.
Oh,
On the
okay.
right.
So 20.
Okay, Regina, you are at 1 hit point. Then you heal for 20. You're at 21 health.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you.
That is my turn. This starts round 2 of 4 bardic performance.
Okay, Zarias.
Okay.
Woo.
I'm
This
out of
is
villain
rough.
points, by the way. One of mine was redirected to Ryklin, and I used one.
Okay.
With dice like that.
Can I still attack this thing from behind the tree without taking penalties?
Yeah, so you're no longer taking cover. You can attack it as long as you don't take cover again. Before, like, you can attack it, then take cover. But once you take cover, you can't.
This little dragonborn is cowering behind a tree.
Strategically retreating. There's a difference.
He just saw horrific things.
Yeah.
Okay, what I think I want to do here, I raise my hands above my head slowly, and as they go higher and higher, a ball of fire appears in my hands, and I chuck it at this one here.
Okay, flaming sphere.
Yep.
What is your
Signature spell.
what is your DC?
DC is 19.
I was going to say, it doesn't matter. He just rolled a 17.
Okay. So this thing moves out of the way as you throw the sphere. It's still there, like, on its square. It just kind of hops back out of the way a little bit.
Okay.
Somebody needs to end my hot streak. It's brutal. Okay.
Have Emily come into the room and remove your index finger.
Yes. You got one action left, Zarias.
I can't really cast any spells with just one action. That would be helpful.
Take cover.
Yeah, you
So
can take cover again.
I'll take cover again.
Okay. Ryklin, would you like to heroic recovery, or you want to test the
Yeah,
fates?
I'm gonna do a heroic recovery.
Okay.
So
Now, did you already have a hero point? You did, correct?
I did. I had.
Okay, how
one
about
hero
this?
point
You
to
used
start
your
with.
hero point for the heroic recovery, and then Emily redirected your hero point. You're sitting at 1.
Oof.
A little bit of DM mercy for the hot streak.
Yeah.
Now,
No kidding.
so you're at 1 hit point. You stand up. You're not wounded. All
Oh,
3 actions.
that's included in the heroic recovery.
Yes.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Okay. Let's see. Not within range of that. So no, pulse is kind of useless. Okay. We're gonna use 2 actions for the single heal on myself. And let's see how good my rolls are on that. That'll be a critical fail. Oh, I had a 1 on one of those D10s.
Right.
So 22 hit points. I'll take it.
And that
So
goes to yourself, correct?
That goes to myself. Yep. So
Good,
I'm at 23 currently. And then for my next action, I'm going to disappear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to move up to there, that direction.
Okay. So through some sort of just heroic will, you're still standing. You heal up your wounds.
One diagonal that way. So
okay.
All right.
Regina, you're up. Sapisto has soothed you.
So, because you cast that as a self, it's only 1 action, so you still have 1 action left.
He did the 2-action version, I believe, to get more healing to himself.
Yep. I needed the plus 16. Otherwise, that would have been a paltry 7 hit points. Okay, that's 3 of my 4 healings for the day.
Good start.
Whoa!
Can I see, does it take an action to perceive how bad this one in front of me looks?
Yes, it does. It would be a action to do a medicine check.
All right, let me do a medicine check.
Okay. That's a secret check. What's your bonus?
0. Oh, but we get a +1 because of Sapisto, so +1.
Okay.
+2 because we get a +1 for everything for our scouting.
So Sapisto doesn't give the skill checks, but you do get the +1 from scouting.
Okay, then +1.
+1 from scouting is only to initiative.
Yeah.
But regardless,
it's a 0.
This thing,
it's just a 0.
this thing is moderately wounded, which means that it's between 25 and 50% of its maximum.
These things probably started at about the same number of hit points as us, 30, 40. So
You got 2 actions left, Regina.
Okay. I'll attack with 1 action.
Okay.
+1 to attack and damage from the Baird.
There it is.
Ooh!
Returning the favor.
Yes! Slay it, Queen Regina.
The dice are hot and cold with this one.
All right. What's your critical damage there?
30.
Yeah, you pulverize
night.
this thing. You stand up after being soothed and just cane cracks this thing right in the face, and it just falls down bloody.
That does seem like a heroic deed.
Yes, it does.
Stand right back
Regina's
up
not
and
having
end
it.
its life.
I look over at the other one. All right, listen here, dearie. You can leave now, or I'll bash your head in.
That one turns towards you and lets out a big "Rah!" and it looks angry.
Ogre
Mind
smash.
your elders.
What you doing with your last action?
Come over to me.
Yeah.
I feel a pulse coming on. Come over to me.
Yeah.
Okay. Sapisto.
Okay, great. So I would like to. So this is round 3
Mm-hmm.
of 4.
Oh, could I get a marker for my flaming sphere, please?
Mm-hmm. 1 flaming sphere coming right up.
1 flaming sphere. Okay.
There can only be Juan.
Juan. Okay. I would like to step a little. Oh, I'm going to come this way. And I'm going to take my sling
Okay.
and sling a little rock at it.
Some real David and Goliath going on here.
Absolutely. So I think I just got to hit this little button.
What's your total to hit?
22.
Yeah.
Nope, 23 because I'm singing to
Oh, yeah.
myself.
That hits. What's your damage?
Oh, I'm pretty sure that's 2 damage, but let me just confirm. No, okay, that's 4 damage.
Ooh, big money.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, so it clocks it on the head. It turns towards you and doesn't even look like it cares. It just looks right back to Regina.
That was a nut I picked up from the ground. Would you like another? And I'll load. Looks like you need more protein. You are so scrawny.
Good. Anything else for you? That was move, sling, load?
I'll sling again. Let's do it.
Oh yeah, because it's reload 0 on the sling, correct?
Mm-hmm. I think so. Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
So yeah, I'll just...
-5.
Yep. Here we go. Ready?
This is the nat 20.
Where's my sling?
Nope, it's the nat 1.
Isn't that one?
I would like...
You're so furiously
to,
insulting, it just goes flying off to the side. Doesn't even get out of the sling.
Yeah, I fling it, and the sling hits me. Oh, my eye! Oh, my eye! Mis ojos! That's my turn.
Okay, beautiful. Zarias, would you like to sustain your flaming sphere?
I sure would. So I snap my fingers and then point at that ogre, and the flaming spear takes it off across into the thing.
Okay, your DC is 19?
Yep.
Ha! That makes it...
Excellent.
That means that's a critical failure. So let's go ahead and double up that damage.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Let's see if this works. So that's 9. 12. So does the critical damage include my initial damage?
You're what now?
If you click on the button, that rolls a separate roll.
Yeah, it's a separate roll. That is your critical damage.
Okay. So 9 on the first one and then 22 on the second.
So nice. So 22 is the critical damage.
Okay, so 22 damage total then, I guess.
Okay.
Does Bardic Inspiration also double on a crit?
It does.
Uh-huh.
Well, yeah.
Yep.
So 24.
24 means that thing is scorched. How do you do it?
Nice.
Getting really pissed that this is hurting all my friends. I gesture really hard and I ram the fire right into its face.
Beautiful. And just its face scorches. You smell seared flesh. It is dead. We are out of encounter mode.
Ooh-wee.
I'm going to look down at the rock that...
I walk up to it. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, and I'll just pick it up and say, maybe I should light it on fire next time.
Hey, a little help over here.
I walk up to this thing's corpse and say, I told you you would pie.
I'm going to skip over and I'll pull out my dagger from my bandolier and I'll say, allow me. My name is Sapisto Arroyo Belladonna Sticky Twigs the First. And I'll start slicing the ties.
Yeah, I caught Sap. Sure.
You can call me Sap for short. That was my first name. The very first one given to me by Arroyo, which is why I took Arroyo as my second name.
I'm Balgriman. I'm your payer, if you will. These are your fine nobles you're going to be escorting. This little gnome fellow. Untie me now! What took you so long? You call yourself a party of adventurers?
Well, I don't know if you noticed, but there were 2 large giants, and we dispatched them. Oh, so I am here now, and I will untie you with my knife.
Well, good. The dwarf woman just kind of gives a smile and a nod of appreciation. This one here who's still kind of wiping up her tears. Thank you very much.
I'll walk over to the dwarf woman and untie her.
Yep, so you guys get everybody untied.
Zarias, at your service.
I hobble over. What brings you over here today? Nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet you too. The elf shakes your hand. Pleasure. The dwarf speaks up. Well, I've about stayed my welcome here, so I'm going to get this done with, because getting tied up by big oafs was not my plans today. So, this is the barge. I'm not going to be taking you. You're going to be taking them. I don't want any risk in the part. I've got somebody at the end, a nice half-orc gentleman, Golgut. He'll be taking the barge from you when you get there. Now, this thing practically drives itself. You ever done a barge down the river?
Nope.
Nope.
River's a fair straight shot. The flow is going with you that way. Once we untie it, it'll practically take itself that way. Now, you can have the oars there, and he points to... There's 4 long, large oars just kind of sitting on the side of the barge. You can have people wield those if you want to speed it up or slow it down. The only thing you got to watch out for is when you get to some bends in the river. There's not many, but when you get to them, you're going to want one strong fella, or a couple of you, to try to turn the barge so you don't go crashing up on the bank. All right?
Seems easy enough.
And if you let it go, I'd say you get there shortly after nightfall. If you speed it up a little bit shortly before, not the safest territories you can see. Now, the cargo there is to remain closed up and not opened. It's fragile, so please be careful. And these nobles are paying most of your coin for getting you there. So, depending on what conditions it's in, I've already talked to Goldgut. We've got, if everything goes well, 260 coin should do it, of the gold sort. That sound fair?
Sounds fair to me.
Better, because it's all we've got. So, best of luck to you. Take good care of my boat. I know it's nothing glorious, but it'll get the job done.
All right.
Everything's already all loaded up, save for these folk.
It'll be our pleasure.
We'll do our best to get your people where they need to be.
You betcha. I don't want to be tied up again, or I'm going to be insisting pay get docked. Do you understand?
Well, what if we're the ones to tie you up?
Yeah, then I'll be docking more pay.
No worries, we'll be keeping you safe. I do have an idea. You'll have to be a little more, what's the word? Obedient or,
open-minded.
Obedient?
Don't you worry, we have your best interest in mind. Now, what's on these bodies over here anyway?
So looting. What do we have here?
Some nasty hooks.
Yes. So, the loot that you guys gather from these ogres is 2 hide armors, fitted for a large creature, 2 ogre hooks, fitted for a large creature, and a total of 12 javelins.
Ooh.
What are you doing with all of that loot?
Load them up.
Okay. So, you guys are going to load up the loot with the cargo?
Tell me a little bit more about the cargo. Is this an elevated bulk?
So this barge is pretty simplistic. You've got like a tarp over the top here covering it. It's open on all sides. The cargo, I'll go ahead and put this down over here. You got the cargo here, taking up about these spaces here. Go ahead and overlap it for sake. So cargo's right there. It's just smallish crates stacked up. There's about 20 crates stacked up. And then around the barge is about a 3-foot high wall.
Okay.
Or like railing. It's closed, so it's like a little short wall. So nobody's going to be easily falling out. There is one place to kind of climb up, which is right back here. Everything else looks like it'd be kind of hard to climb into the barge.
How high is the cargo area? Like,
So,
does it block line of sight from one side of the raft to the other?
It does not. No, they're stacked up probably about 5 feet high, and the tarp that goes up is just like sticks raising up a tarp about 15 feet.
Okay, so the tarp is just like an awning that shades the middle area.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Can I do, while we're looting and getting everybody loaded on, can I attempt a medicine check on Regina?
For sure.
Okay,
So,
Regina.
taking a 10-minute recharge, if you will, while you're getting everything loaded up. Now, as regards to resting, there could be efficiency penalties in your pay that I have kind of preset secretly. Now, you'll only be penalized for efficiency if you're kind of resting at inappropriate times, right? So something like this, for just an example, would be a good time to rest. Cargo's getting loaded up. You're already taking time for something else, so you're also getting some recharging, some medicine in. If you're continuously recharging over and over and over again at unideal times, then there will be an efficiency fee tagged onto your final pay.
Okay.
Good to know.
Regina, wish me luck. I have not had to heal a person yet.
I have all the faith in you.
I'm gonna aid her. Aid Sapisto. Sorry.
You had better.
Okay.
Okay.
This will be a heal check, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So let's see. That's going to be
Medicine.
medicine check. This will be with a +8. It's a 10-minute activity, so I can't use guidance on this. Otherwise, I'll be exhausted.
Okay. So I
do not aid, but I offer moral support.
thank you.
That is one shy of a successful aid.
Okay. What's your total?
19.
So,
And what's your total, Alex? Sapisto.
so my total is 3 plus, so 9.
Okay. So you don't heal any. You don't critically fail, so you don't hurt her.
Sorry, I told you I was not good at this. I don't know how to tie. My leaves keep getting stuck. Sticky twigs.
Yeah, so
It's
that's
all right.
after-
At least you gave it a good old try.
So that was after 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
And you attempted a DC 15, I imagine, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't want to try anything higher than that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you tend to fail critically. Did we catch how long this trip is going to be on this raft?
He said you'll get there just after nightfall. If you just let it go, if you speed it up a little bit, you'll get there just before nightfall.
Okay. All right.
What kind of things can we expect as we're making our way down this river?
Well, been getting pestered by boggards, mostly. But, there's blood seekers, giants. Hopefully they'll be leaving you alone. Mostly all I've ever heard of on this trip is boggards.
Okay. I'm going to spend one of my heal scrolls. I have 5 of them.
Okay.
And I'm going to use the 3-action version, so it pulses to try
Everybody.
and give both me and Regina some extra health. I don't know if you, Zarias, need any. You haven't turned on your health meter.
Oh, how do I do that?
Click on the click on your character, and then the icon, the gear icon to the bottom left, and you'll see bar 1. Put your total health on the right side, and then your current health on the left side.
Did that work?
I don't see anything yet.
Yes, it's just kind of hidden.
Oh, there it is. Yep.
Okay.
So you're full. Okay. Sapisto, I don't know if you have any. I don't think you took any damage, right?
No, I didn't, but I'm putting my health bar up anyway because
Okay, go ahead and roll that heal.
Okay.
Did I have one of the scrolls of mage armor?
I think you have both of them.
You have both of them, yes.
I'm going to take this opportunity and use one.
Good idea.
Smart.
Okay. All right. So I believe, let me just take a look at my heal option here. But because it's the pulse, it does not get the extra 16 health. And so it will just be 2d10, but I'm just going to double check it. Just look at the heal spell. That roll is not accurate, which is unfortunate. Okay, channel positive energy, 30-foot emanation, all targets living undead in the burst. 3 actions. Yeah, it's just going to be the 2d10. So, okay, so rolling 2d10. I'll just do this for all of us. So we all get 15. Hey, look at that.
Not bad.
Nice.
It's a pretty good roll.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'd like
That's
to go up-
lovely.
Wish I could say I had more from that, but well, today I'm running a little light.
I'm going to drink a health potion.
Okay. Poor Regina got pummeled around.
Too bad we're not playing with explosions.
Right.
Mm.
But Pretty sure somebody would have gotten super wrecked if we were, because I was rolling a lot of high numbers.
Well, I'm back up to 44 out of 50, so not too shabby.
Yeah.
All right. So I'd like to actually position a few of these goods that we got, the javelins in particular. If we were to set a pair of them at each corner of the vessel and halfway along each left and right side. So just kind of set them down or stick them into the wood at that spot.
And what are you setting down? Sorry.
The javelins.
Okay. Yeah.
12 javelins, so 2 at each of the corners and midway sides of the ships.
So you're kind of making like a spiked barricade.
No, actually posting them
Just posting
there,
them. Okay.
Posting them there so that we can use them if we need to.
Right. Okay.
Nice.
Okay. So here we go. This is where you guys are at. You have control of your tokens here. Now, if anybody edited anything, go ahead and, match your tokens to the last one here. Let's do this. Grab you guys over here. I think this will work.
Oh, bringing the tokens from the previous map?
Yeah, we can only hope.
I think you can copy and paste them.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Maybe.
But I think you have to right-click, copy, and then right-click, paste.
I did it!
Oh, nice.
Woohoo.
All right. Get rid of these imposters. All right. So this is you guys, you're going down the river here. So go ahead and get your guys situated however you guys want to be on the barge. You've got javelins sitting around ready to go.
Come.
Yeah, I'd like to go over to this lady. I will just ask her, are you Mrs. Alwyn?
Yes, I am.
I will bow deeply. What a pleasure it is to meet you. I will ask for her hand so that I can place a little leafy kiss on the back of it.
Yeah, she'll kind of giggle. Thank you.
My name is Sapisto Arroyo Belladonna Sticky Twigs the First, and it is my pleasure to escort you with my Goldblood comrades safely.
Well, thank you, Sapisto. My husband, my late husband, would be very happy that the Goldbloods are escorting me.
Ah, yes. Deacon. He was such a great man. I am only sad that I did not get the time to know him well.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I know that sadness well. I've outlived 3 husbands.
Oh, I'm so terribly sorry.
I'm sorry for your loss as well.
We're very happy to be able to escort you, though. A former Goldblood wife is always a friend of ours.
Thank you. I appreciate you all. What about me?
All right, folks. Here's where I want to give you a bit of a training. So, we value each of your lives, and I assume that you value your own as well. So, in a certain instance where we may find ourselves under attack, what I'd like you to do is the following. He placed the tarp on a spot near the fore area of the cargo.
Uh-huh.
And then have them all huddle up in the center, and then drape the tarp over their heads and center it on our friend Soraya.
This is only if we're under attack?
Only if we're under attack. You don't have to ride like this.
So we can play cards while we're not under attack?
Absolutely. In
Good.
fact, I might play along with you.
Yes!
But
Good!
under attack, you put yourselves in battle position like so. Now, if under extreme duress, where perhaps something a little more awry happens, we'll give you other instructions. But this is your primary way of dealing with anything that is causing us some ill will.
Everybody kind of nods in agreement. Go ahead and roll a diplomacy here.
Okay. This will be with a +3. Flat roll.
Oh, nice.
and that will be a 22.
Okay, people seem very attentive to your instructions. You had the little gnome play cards, and he kind of got attentive in it with it as well. As you're done kind of doing your little demonstration explanation, you see a bend up ahead in the river.
All right, battle positions, or not battle, sorry. Steering positions. Steering positions. Get ready.
Okay, who's picking up the oars and who is helping here?
I'll take the. Is it turning to
It's
the right?
bending to the right. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we probably need our strongest on the not starboard side, the
left.
Port side.
the port side. Yes. So
So
I'll
over
take
here.
4 on the starboard side.
Okay.
What's your strength?
12.
Mine's 18.
That's why I suggested that I not be on that side.
Anybody else helping?
My strength's a 14. Is anyone stronger than that?
I'm also at a 12. So I'll
All right.
go help Ryklin over here.
Cool.
So with all 4 of you helping here, you can effortlessly turn this thing. Now it's a full round action. Get the boat turned in the right direction. Future mechanics noteworthy. So yeah, you
Single
guys.
round.
Yeah, you guys turn this thing. Larry Coombs O'Bray shared to give a hero point to Regina. Thank you very much for the
Woohoo.
share. We appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
All right. So yeah, you guys turn just fine, and looks like a straight shoot up for a little while. So is anybody doing anything here? We're going to downtime mode for a moment.
Will you roll a perception for me?
Uh-huh. What are you looking for?
I'm just scanning to see. I'm looking for bad guys, and I'm looking for bugs.
Okay. For bugs and bad guys, keeping an eye out. Anybody else want to do anything? The gnome
Yeah.
comes up to you, Ryklin, and asks, the cards?
In just a moment, let me just take a look at the conditions of the water. And I'm going to look specifically for any kinds of submerged obstructions or anything like that in our immediate area.
What's your perception bonus?
Perception bonus is, I believe, Oh, that's right. It's not listed with all the others. +8.
+8. Okay, you don't see any kind of hazard submerged in the water, but you do see there is a large crocodile that seems to be tailing the boat.
Uh-oh.
Hailing the boat. Great.
All right.
My
Regina,
my
keep an eye
perception's
on-
also a +8.
You do not see anything of note.
Okay.
You see the
Regina,
crocodile when he
could you-
mentions it.
Could you take a gander of that critter there? Just keep an eye on it.
I'll take a look.
Let me know if anything gets a little awry. All right, let's play some cards.
So,
I'm gonna pull
yeah,
out
go ahead,
a
Zarias.
sketch pad and some charcoal and say, would any of the rest of you be interested in a portrait?
So cute.
the little dwarf lady raises her hand, who hasn't said anything yet, by the way.
Okay.
Interesting.
All right, sit right there. I'll give you a good old sketch.
She'll smile and sit down and do a pose.
Cute.
Zarias, roll a craft check. Ryklin, you are playing a well-known strategic card game. Has very little to do with luck, a lot to do with tactics. Go ahead, roll a intelligence check or appropriate lower, or if you would like to try to cheat, roll a deception.
Okay, I'm going to try just a base intelligence just to learn the game.
Okay.
So that will be 13.
Okay. You pick it up real quick. You beat him horribly. You're cheating, admit it!
Sorry, mate, I don't cheat very much. But sometimes, my luck, it goes hot or cold, as you saw with our ogre friends back at the shoreline.
No, tell me how you did it. You cheated, you're new to the game. Nobody's beaten me at this game.
Have you ever heard of a thing called beginner's luck?
No,
tell ya,
beginners
must
cheat.
exist. Tell you what, I'll show you what my decisions were, and that's it.
Roll a diplomacy.
Okay. My deception's actually better.
Okay. Yep, because you have that feat. Go ahead.
Yep. Now, keep in mind that I have reread my feat. It doesn't do what we thought it does.
Oh,
well.
maybe it does.
So my feat allows me to improve the attitude of the subject as if I had rolled a successful diplomacy roll on a critical.
Okay, gotcha.
If I'm using deception. So,
right. Well, there you go. There's a critical.
Well, there we go.
Demonstrated.
So I lie to our little friend as to how I did not cheat, which is funny because I actually didn't cheat. But.
Well, this is wonderful teaching. I'm going. I'll beat
does
somebody.
well for you.
I think it will. Good playing.
Good game. Thanks for the play.
Meanwhile, I finish up my sketch with a 17 on my craft check.
A 17 on your craft check. Yeah.
4 days later.
You make a very good portrait. Go ahead and take a gold piece that she tips you.
Oh, awesome.
Oh!
Quite kind of you.
She just
I've
gives a
taken
nod.
on your accent, Ryklin. Dang it.
Sorry.
Happens. Session 1 problems for sure.
It's part of your chameleon ability. Blend into the surroundings.
Blend into the
That's what it
environment
is.
and the accents. All right.
Could I craft you a nicely made leather belt?
Who are you saying that to?
To the same person who gave the gold.
She kind of touches like a very extravagant belt that she's wearing and shakes her head.
Very well then.
Sapisto, with your perceptioning that you've been doing.
Mhm.
So you guys have probably been going for a couple hours now on this boat. Drawing, playing, watching crocodiles. You spot some movement on the left side of the barge. You see some little creatures kind of running along and following the boat a distance out.
Do I recognize what those are?
They look like little frog people. Would you like to roll a recall knowledge?
Yes.
Okay, that is a society. What's your society bonus?
Can I use my bardic lore instead?
What's your bonus?
It is plus 4.
+4. Okay, these are boggards. They are frog-like humanoids. These particular types the attire that they seem to be dressed up in, they seem like scouts. So what these things are known for, they can walk through swampy terrain without a problem. They are pretty good with slings, and they're known to use their tongues to hold people in place and sometimes pull them around.
Oh, wonderful.
They're not usually very friendly.
Oh, that was what I wanted to know. I will whisper to Zarias so that we don't alert the boat. I will say, we have some company off to the port side. Scouts, it seems.
Should we try and scare him off?
You guys hear a big splash on the other side of the boat. Roll initiative.
Oh,
Perceptions.
All right.
Regina!
That'll be a 22 for me.
Okay, let's see. Let me get the turn order pulled up. Me.
So +1s for everybody. Remember.
Everybody out of here.
23 then.
so mine will be a 28.
Okay, so Zarias, what was yours?
23.
23. Sapisto, what was yours?
28.
28.
Hey, more love for Regina.
Ryklin, what was yours?
16.
16. Regina, where are you at? There you are.
Points for the show there, Garrett.
Yes, thank you indeed. Sharing for a hero point for Regina.
Woohoo!
Nice.
And I'm at 17.
17. Oh. There's 17. Okay, now this one down here at the bottom of the river doesn't exist, but I'm adding its turn for their initiative just so I don't delete it on accident. Okay, and they got 26. So, and this thing is going to have a 0. And then we sort it descending. So you guys hear a big splash on the other side of the boat. You can see a couple things just leapt out and they're in the water right over there. So we have Sapisto up first.
Oh dear. So I can see them through this, or I can just hear the.
So you heard the splash. When you turn to see it as you roll your initiative, you see a couple of frog faces in the water, kind of grinning up at the boat from the other side. Just vaguely see them. They're pretty covered from you, but you can see what it was.
Okay. Then in that case,
Erica, thank you for the villain point.
I was watching that going, oh no. The gator's going to swallow somebody.
I'm going to spend my round casting. Well, I'm going to do summon Fae. And I'm going to summon the, what is it, the sprite?
Sprite. Okay. I'm going to put this thing right here. Oh no, where'd it go? There it is. I'll put it right there.
I want to summon it because I can summon it within 30 feet, right?
Right, and then I'm going to have it controlled by... Sapisto, where are you at? There you go. Save changes. Okay, you should be able to control it now, I do believe.
Okay. So I can summon it within 30 feet of me. So can I plop it right here?
Okay.
Is that just outside of 30 feet?
Mm-hmm.
Then right here.
Oh, no, that was exactly 30 feet. Sorry, that's what I thought you meant. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. So then on its turn, because it'll go right after me, it's going to cast Daze on this dude.
Okay.
Right there. And its DC is 16.
Okay. DC of 16. I need to find some like free combat music for future sessions.
Right.
Get some tension up in here.
Right.
Okay, so get my dice roller back up.
And Sapisto will like hold his hands up and he'll say, "Help us out now, tiny dancer." And then he'll fling it into the air. Beautiful.
All right, so it saves. It does not critically save. So what is a success on Daze?
Success is you cloud the target's mind and daze it with a mental jolt. The jolt deals mental damage equal to your spellcasting ability modifier, which I will tell you.
Okay.
See, that's primal, so I'm guessing that's. I'm not sure if it's charisma or wisdom.
Primal's usually wisdom. It says in your class though.
Right.
Actually, no, it's probably charisma based.
I think if it doesn't specify it's charisma, is I believe how it works.
Yeah, it's its wisdom bonus is 0, so +2 is its charisma, so it'll be +2. And the target must attempt a basic will save. If the target critically fails to save, it is also stunned 1.
Oh, so a different save. Oh no, that was the save, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not stunned, but it takes the damage. How much damage is it?
It's 2.
2 damage. Okay. Yeah, so you spend 2 actions, you summon this sprite, and use an action to use your minion, which casts Daze. What does its Daze look like?
So my summon is 3 actions, but it gets to act as part of my summoning on my turn. So I just have to sustain it every round, and that is me giving it a command.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, very nice. Good, good. Where's your
And
HP?
what'd you say is my what?
What
was
does
your
the days
question?
look like?
So it has a little piccolo, and it is playing a song as it like wanders over there, and then it just sort of like swings the piccolo around and blows really hard through it, and like this like piercing like goes right over to it and hits it in the face. Like
Nice.
this little wave of
Okay, this thing kind of grabs its head and starts shaking around. Ah!
okay.
Okay, that's
Excellent. And
Sapisto.
that is that's my turn.
Okay, so these things. This thing is going to try to climb up into the boat from right here. Does not. So then it's going to swim around over to here. And it's going to make a tongue attack
Ooh.
against Ryklin.
Uh-oh.
So 20 versus your armor class.
20?
A 20.
My shield wasn't up, and even if it was, that still would have matched it. So that hits.
Okay, you are grabbed. So you cannot move from that space until you break free of the tongue.
Okay.
This one is going to climb up on the boat as one action. And then it's going to move over. It's not going to grow. Don't be alarmed.
Whoa!
It's going
Getting
to
all
come
Power
over
Rangers
here.
up in here.
You didn't tell us that, Sapisto.
And it's going to... so many tokens over here. It's going to come over here and it's going to pick up a piece of crate.
Oh,
And
great.
it's going to start giggling. These ones over here are going to walk up to the ledges over here. And one's going to sling at Zarias and one's going to sling at Sapisto. Okay, Zarias, that's an 18 versus your armor class.
18 matches.
Okay, and against Sapisto, it's a 19.
That also matches.
Wow.
Like clockwork. Zarias, you take 5 damage. Sapisto, you take 6 damage.
Uh.
That's their turn. Zarias.
Okay.
Can I talk before he goes?
Sure.
Uh-huh.
If you put down that crate, I'll give you all the gold in my bag. And she shakes her backpack.
Go ahead and roll a diplomacy.
Could it be deception? Because I'm lying.
Yes.
That's probably what would be done.
28. Yeah, 28.
We don't want the gold, we want the crates.
It's worth more than what's in there.
No. Give us the
I guess
crates.
I'll have to kill you.
Weren't you carrying 9 gold?
I wasn't going to tell him that.
Zarias.
Okay. Which one shot the sling at me?
It was this one right here. This one right here. The top one.
I give him kind of a stink eye. Frost forms around my mouth, and I'm going to shoot a ray of frost at him.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll roll that attack roll.
All right, that's a 15.
15 misses. Just barely. You spew this ice and it kind of shatters right at his feet.
I want to spend my hero point.
Okay, reroll it.
That's a nat 20.
That's a good
There
hero
you
point.
go.
What happens on a critical success for Ray of Frost?
The target takes double damage and takes a minus 10 foot status penalty to its speeds for 1 round.
Okay, what's your damage?
That'll be 14 damage total.
14 damage. Okay, yeah, you get this thing right in its big old gaping frog mouth. It kind of chokes a little bit on the ice, spits out some blood.
I'll show you to shoot rocks at me.
You got 1 action left.
Nice hit. What is that accent?
I am going to cast Shield.
Okay, shield is cast. Your AC is increased by 1, and you have the shield block reaction with it. Regina.
I want to use one action to cast shield.
Okay, you also get the shield.
Then I'm going to move here,
Okay.
and I want to whack him.
Okay. Make that attack roll.
Oh yeah.
28.
28.
29.
29 is a critical hit. What's your
Ooh.
damage?
$14.
Is that with the critical?
Yes. Oh no, wait. My +4 would double. So on a right.
Yeah. So,
So yes, I rolled really low. So that
so
is
14. Okay. Yeah. So you walk over there and just give this thing a big old conk on the head. Kind of does a weird little like croak and hiss at you. And continues holding that crate. Okay. So you did something. What was the first thing you did? Oh, cast shield.
Cast shield.
Moved and thwacked. Ryklin, you're up.
All right. I assume we yelled battle stations, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Because otherwise, this is where we would yell battle station. Okay. Okay, Ryklin, being held by a tongue. Sounds like.
Now, the tongue is a targetable thing.
Okay.
Just so you're aware.
All right, an action to pull out my staff. And then an action to hit the tongue with my staff.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll. It automatically hits, roll your damage.
Okay. So this is going to be just the staff with a 7 damage. Bludgeoning.
Okay. So you smack this thing and the tongue just kind of bends down with your staff and nothing really happens. Still stuck onto you real good.
So probably not prone to bludgeoning damage. All right. Fine then. That's 2 actions. Last action, I'm going to pull out my shield.
Okay. Now we have got a crocodile.
Uh-oh.
The crocodile kind of goes taken off, darts over to here, and is going to attack this boggart.
Ooh.
Thank goodness.
That
Of course,
is
I'm probably going to be next.
Okay. So that's going to hit the boggart. And that's going to do a healthy... 13 damage to it.
Woohoo.
So it bites onto this thing, and it just got it grabbed in its jaws. That's the crocodile. All of the nobles here are going to gather around into the respective battle stations that you mentioned before.
Mm-hmm.
Action stations. Action stations.
Action stations, yes.
Set condition 1 throughout the ship.
Doesn't want to let me grab the elf. There we go. All right, they're all huddled up. They do exactly what you told them to do.
Perfect.
Nice.
Now we've got Sapisto.
Okay. So I'm going to sustain, and as part of the sustain, I'll shout, "Whoa! Good? We okay?
Sapisto rocks the entire raft.
Let us rock the ship." Okay.
This thing lets go of you with its tongue as the boat moves.
Thank goodness. I was starting to wonder if I was going to get dragged in as well.
Okay. So is the sprite still in the same spot or still next to?
It's same spot.
Okay.
So back here.
Okay. So it will cast Daze on this one.
Okay.
Um,
And your DC is 16?
16, yeah.
That's a critical fail.
Excellent. So it takes the 2 damage, and then if it critically fails, it's stunned 1.
Okay. It is stunned 1.
Okay. And then for my second action, I'm going to do lingering composition. So I'm going to roll my perform check.
Okay.
Oops. Come here, sheet. So that is 17.
Okay. 17 is a success.
That'll be
Critical
3 rounds.
success. Because it's a DC
no, just
5? Or is it DC 15?
I think last time you said it was a 15, but I am
Okay.
not. I will look it up.
Check that out. It's at least a success, at the very least.
Yeah. And then after that, I'm going to do inspire courage. So everybody is inspired.
Okay. So sustained, dazed, lingering performance, inspire courage.
Yep. And I'm just going to start strumming a very like exciting music.
Getting the hype battle music going.
Yep,
Very
getting
nice.
hype.
Play that funky music, plant boy.
Beautiful.
Plant boy. I love that.
All right. We've got the monsters. This one, who is stunned, is going to go leaping off the boat.
No.
Holding the crate.
That's not what we want.
Stink.
This one is going to start fighting the alligator. It will hit the alligator. It will hurt the alligator. It will hit the alligator again. It will miss. It will hit it again. It'll miss. These ones over here are going to reload their slings. And this time they're both going to sling their slings at Zarias. 23 versus your armor class.
Sheesh.
I raise my shield.
Okay, so that's a hardness of 3, so you'll take 3 less damage from this. Take no damage. It exactly shatters your shield.
Okay.
The next one.
Oh gosh.
Oh my
is with a
gosh.
critical.
Somebody get him away from the dice.
That's 10 damage on this one. Conks you right clean on the forehead.
There's a David and Goliath right there.
Right.
I kind of start dodging back and forth and seeing stars for a minute.
And wholesome is the DC is usually a standard difficulty DC of a level equal to the highest level target of your composition.
Okay.
But the GM can assign a different DC based on the circumstances.
No, that's good. That's a critical success.
Excellent. So that'll be 4 rounds.
Okay. Zarias, you're up.
How big is this boat?
It's it's this size with a 3-foot wall around the edge.
Okay, it's just weird trying to move on this weird no square ship.
Yeah, it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. It's about 25 feet across.
30 feet across.
30 feet, you're correct.
30 feet
1,
wide.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep.
You just count every 2 squares. That's 10 feet.
Okay, is it possible for me to reach that guy who just jumped off the ship?
With what?
By getting over there, like...
Oh yeah, you can get over there for sure. 25 feet is your movement, correct?
Right.
Yeah, you can get over there.
Okay. I want to get over to that guy. Oops, wrong tool. And I want to try and get that crate out of his hands.
Okay. So he's in the water, about 3 foot over the wall. What you going to do to get the crate out of his hands?
What can I do?
You can make an athletics check or do something creative.
Do I see that? Are the hooks laying around? Like the ogre hooks?
Yeah, they're just over by the main loot. They're very large.
Okay. Hook it! Go fishing!
Could I try freezing it to the side of the ship?
Yeah, sure.
So I'm going to use ray of frost to try and freeze that box to the ship.
Okay, roll your damage. I need at least 5 frost damage to get this thing frozen to the side of the ship.
With precise precision. So as to not rupture the box.
Oh,
Whoa!
Oh boy.
Okay, yeah, so you like just erupt this thing in ice. It kind of like pops a hole in the side of the crate, but it also kind of encases the crate to the side of the ship.
Okay.
I can mend that.
You hear this thing, and it's still holding onto the crate.
Does it take any of the damage?
No.
Okay. I've moved and I've cast a spell, so I think I'm out of actions.
Okay, Regina.
All right. I am going to rage.
Okay, 1 action, raged.
There's a giant beast in the water. Get at it!
I want that box back. So I activate rage, and that will give me 5 temporary hit points. Okay, then I'll move here, and I'm gonna whack him with the cane.
Okay. Make that attack roll.
All right. Hold on, my character sheet just vanished.
Don't forget your +1 to attack and damage.
Well, that's pretty good.
Howdy doody.
Hi.
That's a crit.
All right.
Go ahead and roll your damage, but I'm gonna say this thing is absolute juice in the water.
Smack.
Just walk up there, just right in the head, just caved in skull. Like holds onto the crate for a minute more and then dies.
Excellent.
Okay.
Ryklin sheepishly hides his staff behind his back.
Raged, moved, killed a thing. It's Ryklin.
Okay. All right. We're going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to right there.
Okay.
And then I'm going to, for a second action, raise my shield.
Okay.
And then for a third action, I'm going to stow my staff so that I have a free hand for spellcasting.
Okay. We've got the gator. And the boat's going to move here. These things are just going to basically go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just get these out of the way right here. They're going to stay right here. Let's get this boat moved.
You have to do like a shift select to select everything.
Yeah. There we go. Got it. Okay. Boat is a moving. These things will go back over. Okay. That's the gator's turn. I'm going to roll over here while Sapisto takes his turn and see what happens. Oh, the boggard's dead.
Now, hopefully, it'll just drag the body down and feast on it at its own leisure.
Okay, what you got, Sapisto?
Okay. So with my this is the round 3 of commanding the sprite who can fly for 40 feet. So it is going to it'll come up here. Well, I guess it can move twice, can it? Because it's got 2 actions on its turn. Oh.
What happened?
Hold on, we've got a situation.
And the
So
raft
about-
collapses.
Continue.
Told you I hate swimming.
Did I mention the barge was inflated?
Okay. All right. Yeah, continue.
Okay. So it's just going to fly up here to the helm
Uh-huh.
and just kind of perch right there and continue to play on its piccolo. This is round 2 of Inspire Courage. And I'm going to, with my last 2 actions, cast Telekinetic Projectile on one of the javelin that are at the edge. And I'm going to hurl it at the one that's bleeding from its mouth.
Okay.
So I'm going to roll it. I don't think anything happened.
I
So-
heard a noise, but I didn't see anything happen.
Yeah, I'll just roll a d20 real quick. And then
Just put the description in.
Yep.
yeah, I'll have to.
It probably needs the attack added to the
Mhm.
spell. But it does tell us what we are doing.
Okay, so I'll roll that there. Oh, yeah.
What you got?
Sweet.
So that's. I have to pull the sheet back up.
Probably a miss.
It's probably a miss, yeah. So yeah, that is 12. 12.
A 3 on a d20 is rarely a good thing for somebody we're trying to roll high.
It's true.
Unfortunately.
That is logic I can side with.
Okay. Yep, that misses. As
Okay.
you send your sprite up towards the front of the boat, though, you can see off in the distance ways there is a bend coming up in the river.
Okay.
It's about 100 feet past the edge of this map here.
Okay, I will shout that out to the group. I'll say, "We have a bender coming up."
Ah, dear.
What unfortunate timing.
Oh, I best steer then while you guys handle this.
Okay,
That's all right. I'll go get the books.
Which direction is the bend so I can...
It's turning to the right.
To the right!
Okay, so this one is going to move up to there, and it's going to sling at Ryklin.
Raised shield.
Okay, so that is a 20.
Meets it, beats it.
Okay. And you're going to take 2 damage.
Okay, shield absorbs 5.
Okay. This thing is going to draw some sort of balloon-looking thing from its belt. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Uh-oh.
5. And then it's going to chuck it. Let's go see if it can hit its target. It does. So it explodes right on Sapisto and Ryklin.
No.
When this thing bursts, there's some kind of crimson fluid that just splashes all over you guys. And it's going
Ooh.
to snicker. Let out a little croak. Okay.
I bet I know what that was.
Either we're going to be diseased or it's going to light us on fire.
The crocodile! It will smell the blood and come for us!
I don't like that option either.
Zarias, you're up.
All right. Can I perceive or something to see if the crocodile's like giving us hungry eyes?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It like kind of when that balloon ruptures, you can kind of see its head snap towards that direction, and it starts looking like it's going to swim that way.
Okay.
Should we pull the crate back up onto the boat before we get too far?
It's attached to the boat. But yeah, we probably should.
If we fail to steer the boat and we crash ashore, who knows what happens to that little box there.
Good point. How many actions would it be to get this thing onto the boat?
Depends on your strength check.
Is
I
it just
think
a straight
If you
chain?
fail your strength check, it'll be 3. If you succeed, it'll be 1.
I say you maybe leave it. I will do what your character would do.
Good advice. Always good advice.
Yes.
That crocodile looks hungry. You should take care of him. I can get the box.
All right. So I'm going to once again cause a sphere of light or fire to appear in my hands and chuck it at the crocodile so it floats right above the water.
Okay. Yep. And DC?
19.
Critical fail.
Ooh.
Double that damage.
Excellent.
Something tells me that this crocodile has never felt the sting of fire. Oh.
That was not great, but it was 18 damage.
18 damage to the crocodile. You see some water kind of spout from its nostrils as it gets lit on fire. Not lit on fire, but it gets seared by this sphere of flame.
Oh, wait. Am I
Ooh.
still being inspired?
Yes.
20 damage.
20 damage. Okay. It's dead.
Oh,
Nice.
Well, Bogger did a little bit of work.
The power of music!
Just
I'll be like,
the
"You mean we're
flourish to
having
the
fried
sound of
crocodiles for
inspired. Beautiful.
Tell the tales when you threw a flaming pea into the nostril of a crocodile in the water.
All right, you got one action left.
Okay.
And I will give you
I
a
will
s- a
cast
fireball there.
shield again.
Or just point at the other critter over there and say, "You're next."
I will do that too, yes.
As you cast shield. Okay. Regina.
I pick up the box and bring it back onto the ship. Is it just a flat check?
Strength check. Yeah, you get it. One action.
Awesome.
Nice.
I want to put it back down. So I'll move and place it.
Okay. Ryklin.
Okay. You said it's another 100 feet after the edge of the map, so we got some time.
Uh-huh.
All right. The critter, the boggard, that's the farther forward on our left bank. I'm
Uh-huh.
going to cast. Let's see. Is it within range? What's the range of days? Anybody have that?
60 feet.
Okay.
There
I'm
you
going
go.
to cast days on him.
Okay.
So that's going to be 2 actions right there.
What's your DC?
18.
It fails.
Okay. So he will just take 3 damage.
3 damage. And that's it.
And then, only a critical fail gives him the stunned.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then an action to pull up a javelin. Actually, let's. I'm just going to raise the shield again.
Okay. Shield raised. Dazed happened.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. Where do we go here? Ryklin, Sapisto.
Okay. This sprite, round 4, will try and daze this guy right here. DC 16.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Very nice.
So 2
Succeeds.
damage.
Okay.
And then Sapisto will use telekinetic projectile again. Am I still within range of the javelin that I threw the first time?
Yeah.
Within 30 feet?
Yeah.
Okay. I will use that javelin again
Okay.
on this one. Let's see if I put it in the sheet correctly. Wait. Now I'm clicking it and it's doing nothing. Oh my god.
It's okay. I believe in you.
Okay, so that was read aura. So ignore that.
Yes, there's definitely magic emanating from.
Yeah.
You.
Telekinetic aura or telekinetic projectile is like not letting me click on it. That's weird. So I'll just roll a d20 here. 1 better.
Nice. That's still a miss.
Okay, that's my turn.
Okay.
Did you get your +1 bonus?
Yeah, but I don't think. I mean, now it's a.
It's
now
a magic attack, isn't it?
13.
You guys hear loud buzzing,
Oh,
Oh
jeez.
man.
and you see a whole bunch of mosquito-looking things start flying in from over here.
You guys should probably jump in the water.
Yeah, that's gonna have to happen.
Oh, jeez.
Or
Zarias!
do you have a summon water ability?
I don't.
Okay. So these things are going to add a turn.
At least one of them is bleeding.
That's true.
Yeah. Just dip yourself into the water and hold on to the side of the boat. That way you don't get left behind.
Yeah.
Okay. These things are going to reload their slings. One at Sapisto, one at Ryklin.
Oh, man.
That's Sapisto is the first one I said, so we're going to go Sapisto. That's a 26.
Yes. And that critically succeeds. Has to be by 5 or more?
By
Or is
10.
it 10? Okay, no, that doesn't critically succeed.
That's 5 damage to you. Against Ryklin, that's an 11.
That'll miss.
And they're both going to reload, and that's their turn. And let's see, this little guy is going to go over here. And he's now there. Okay.
He's sitting on the prow.
Oh, yeah. Boop. There you go.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. We've got Zarias.
Okay. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I don't think I can quite hit these things from where I'm standing.
What's the range?
120 feet on my ray of frost.
Actually, that should be within range.
Yeah, because
For sure.
you counted out 60, because each square is 50.
Oh, I counted out 60. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mhm. Are you going to sustain your sphere?
Yes, let's do that.
How far can it go? 30 feet?
The sphere can move. Yes, 30 feet.
You just want to move it towards something 30 feet?
Mm-hmm.
So it would not quite be to the bank.
I can't move it.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay.
Okay. So that's one action, and then I'm going to hit this one here with a ray of frost.
This one here?
No.
This one
Mosquito
here.
guy.
Mosquito.
Oh, mosquito guy.
Yeah, the lead
Right
mosquito.
there. Okay. Roll that attack.
Okay.
Is that a tree in the way?
Yes. Actually, it is. You
Would that
could
be
hit-
giving it cover? Because if so, I'd probably
Yeah.
target the boggart
Yeah.
in front of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, or you could hit this one.
Yeah, that one right there would be out of...
Yeah, I'm still going to hit the boggart. He's probably more hurt. So
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
27.
27's a critical hit.
That'll be 20 damage.
He is a frosted solid.
Yes.
Okay. That's the right.
Freezes in place, falls to face.
We've got Regina.
I move up here so that I can start rolling.
Okay. Anything else?
How
Pick
many
up an
rounds
ore?
do you have of rage?
I rage for a full minute.
Okay.
And I will actually ready an action that if anything that I don't like gets too close, I smack it.
Anything you don't like. Okay. Watch out,
Sounds like a good
Zarias.
plan.
Okay. It is Ryklin's turn.
Okay. Let's see.
Dip yourself in the water.
You know Ryklin does not like that. Ryklin is going to... He's going to actually ready an action. When that boggart comes within range, he's going to hit it with a daze.
Okay.
So that'll be 2 actions right there.
Mhm.
And I don't know if I have
Is
any
the
other...
boggart outside of 60 feet for you?
Is it a 60-foot range?
It is.
It is.
Oh, okay. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50.
Yeah.
It's about 50 to the flame. So yeah, I guess he's within range. Okay, well, then I'll just cast it. Boom.
Okay. Triggers.
Daze him. Okay.
Okay. DC.
DC 18.
Critical fail.
Cool. He's stunned for 1.
How much damage?
3 damage.
He's dead.
Oh.
He's
Wow.
like bleeding out of his ears.
I wasn't even trying on that one. Okay. Pulling a javelin to my free hand so that I'm readying up for these new friends.
Okay. And that's Ryklin, right?
Yep.
Okay. Sapisto.
Okay. So I'm going to I would like to hold on to the side of the boat. And well, so I'll get out my dagger and I'll jam it into like the side of the barge so I can go over the side and splash myself with water.
Okay.
Is that like a move and
That'd be about a
action?
full round. If you're trying to clean yourself off, that's a full round.
Full round? Is there any way I can do it in 2 actions?
You can clean yourself off a little bit.
Okay, I'll clean myself off a little bit. And then I'd like to... I'll tell this Faye and Sylvan. Go see what you can do about our bug friends. And
Okay.
it will fly 40 feet.
Okay.
But it'll stay by the shore right here.
Okay.
Does my Faye speak back to me? Like,
It can. Yeah.
if I was like, what should I do with those? Like, could it roll a knowledge check and know? Would it know?
Does it have a knowledge on its stats?
Let's look. It's probably not. It's got like a -2 to its intelligence.
It won't know.
It just shrugs
I
at me.
rolled really bad.
Okay.
Regardless.
It's like, kill it?
Good.
Yes, a good plan. Okay. That is my turn. This is the last round of Inspire Courage.
Okay. So it is the bug's turn. So these things 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoop,
Okay.
whoop, whoop, whoop. Just start swarming around Ryklin.
Mm.
And that's their turn. And these things are dead.
Oof.
So, let's see. I'm gonna move these things for a second. And here we go. Boat moves. These things are still in a circle. And it is Zarias.
That's
Wanna
mercy right there.
sustain my sphere.
Okay.
4, 5, 6. I can't quite get it to them.
Okay. That sphere's struggling.
How close are we to needing to make the turn?
So you've got the end of this and then about 100 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20. You've got about 4 turns or so.
Oh, okay. Would it take an action to do a medicine check to try and figure out how much health these things might have?
To know how much health they have, it would be a nature.
Nature check. Would that still be an action?
Recall knowledge.
Okay. I want to move here
Okay.
and then cast Burning Hands off the edge of the ship.
Okay,
Hey,
one.
yeah.
So 1, 2. I think the most you can get with it is 3. You can either get the 3 in the front or you can get these 3 back corners. It's a 15-foot cone, right?
Right.
Yeah, so you can either get these 3 on the corner or the 3 in the front.
3 in the front.
Okay. What's your DC?
19.
Fail. 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 I should roll these. Next time. I rolled my own little secret dice over here. Okay. They all fail. Roll your damage. None critically failed.
Oof. 4 damage.
Okay. So they all get scorched, but none of them die.
Okay. I'm out of actions.
All right. Regina.
I start rolling like crazy to try and get us moving as fast as we can.
Okay, make a strength check. Oh, you're rowing like crazy. Full round action to row. Ryklin.
I didn't want to get wet. But it's looking like I probably need to. All right, I'm going to drop both my shield and my javelin on the ground right where I stand.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to hop into the water.
Okay.
Are you going to hold on to the boat or just hop in?
I'll try and hold on, yeah.
Okay. So drop things, jump over, hold on.
Yep.
Sapisto.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So I would like to do a knowledge on these.
Okay.
My nature is +6.
Okay, you know that these are blood seekers, though they look very large for blood seekers. Like, they're not absurdly more large, but these are like hefty, thick blood seekers. They're very squishy all around because they are really just a large bug. But basically they will attach to people. They will start draining their blood. And as they drain their blood, they become more meaty and hard to kill. They can't hurt leshies. You have to have blood.
Okay. So do I know, is like a mental spell going to affect them, or
Yes.
don't bother? It will. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well then in that case, I will say, I'll say, Tiny Dancer, why don't you hurt them with your mind like you do? And Tiny Dancer will say, you got it.
Beautiful.
And it will cast Daze on that one.
Okay.
DC 16.
That's a success.
2 damage to it.
Pop! Just explodes.
Woo! Okay. And then I will also I think I have Daze. Do I have Daze? Is that a thing I did? It's not, but I did telekinetic projectile.
Right.
So I will take another. Can I grab this? I can't grab the flaming sphere.
Nope.
I'll take another javelin, and I will fling it at this one.
Okay. Make that attack roll. 4 is the number to beat.
It's a lot of pressure. There we go.
Yeah, that hits. And it's a pop.
Awesome.
Just javelin right through it.
Awesome. That is my turn. So that's round 6 for Tiny Dancer. So 4 more rounds after this.
Okay. Zarias.
Oh, it's me again. Okay.
Wait a minute. It's not. It's actually them. I deleted the one that had a turn.
And we've also lost 2 of our javelins.
Yep. That you have. Okay, so these things are going to swarm around Zarias now being the closest target, and nobody's soaked in blood. So these things fly up. They are going to try to grab you with their barbed legs. First one. 21.
Holy crap.
Oh,
Second one,
Well,
much higher. They don't crit, so don't worry about that. Third one,
oh my gosh.
getcha. Fourth one, getcha. So they're all attached to you, and then they are
Now
all
comes the drain.
going
oh no.
to start draining your blood. So 6 from the first one, 5 for the second one, 5 for the third one,
Oh dear.
3 for the last one.
So that's
these things
19
just
damage.
Swarm on you. They grab on. They just start draining your blood. Their bodies get all thick.
I think I'm -3.
Oh, are you?
It
He's
said
got- yeah, he
16
had 14
total, right?
left.
Okay, so you are at 0 and you are dying 1.
Okay.
Crap.
Don't worry.
These things are not giving up. Zarias goes above them in initiative now. So
The boat moves now though, doesn't it?
it does.
Okay.
They are all attached to him. So they're going with. Your sphere is not sustained. Goes away. And Ryklin. No, Regina.
Are we going faster because Regina is pedaling? Not the word.
Yes, thank you. Okay.
Do you need help back there, or should I keep manning the boat?
I think you can man the boat. I think we can do it, right, Ryklin?
Sure.
Actually, Ryklin is over the side. Would you please come back?
Yes. All right.
Alrighty.
I'm going to bash this one.
Okay. Splat. Okay, move, attack. Was that a sudden charge?
Yes.
Okay. So it would have been a swap to your club because you were rowing, and then a sudden charge. So now we've got Ryklin.
Okay. Is it an action to pull myself back on?
Yeah, from there you'll need to make a strength check.
Oh, yay. Okay. At least I didn't drop this one. 13?
Yep.
Okay.
An action to pull yourself up.
Okay. And I'm just going to cast Daze to hit this one right here.
Okay. DC.
DC 18.
Okay,
Oh,
critically
that's-
succeeds.
Cool.
Is the lingering bardic performance still happening?
No, it's not on.
Okay, 3 damage.
Even on a critical success?
Yeah, there is
It
no
always
critical
deals the damage.
success.
Okay. Sweet. So that one takes a little bit of damage, kind of shivers a little bit, but it keeps draining.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The way the spell works, it always deals just your magic modifier in damage, and then if it fails a critical, what do you call it, saving throw, then it gets stunned.
Okay.
For 1.
Sapisto.
Okay. I'm going to, first of all, Tiny Dancer would like to daze this one, DC 16.
Okay. Same one that he just dazed, yes?
Yep.
Yeah.
Pop. 2 damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And then I'm going to pull out my sling and sling a pebble at this one.
Okay. Make that attack roll.
Come here. I think that's actually a 16.
Hits and the damage.
That's 4 damage.
It gets it like right in like the abdomen, kind of Starts bleeding, oozing out a little bit, but it's still draining.
Okay. Okay, actually, no, I lied. That is 2 damage. I
Okay.
was looking at the wrong
Ooze
one.
is a little less.
Little less ooze. Okay, I think that is my turn because I sustained and slinged.
Okay.
Okay.
So.
Oh wait, Zarias is down. Shit, that is.
Zarias, would you like to heroic recovery or try to do it the good old-fashioned way?
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Zarias.
It's okay. So what would I need to do if I do it the old way?
So it's a flat check of 10 plus your dying value.
Here's the
Which is
deal.
currently 1.
So you need a
Here's-
flat check of an 11.
Here's the problem. If you fail, you go down to a 3, and then these things activate. They deal more damage to you, and you die.
Yeah, let's
He's
just
not
heroic
wrong.
recover. Let's
Okay.
do that.
You stand
Oh,
up, you're at 1 hit point, you have no wounded. What are you doing? All your hero points are gone.
They're still attached to him.
Yes.
Run screaming. Get him off! Get him off! Get him off!
Dunk yourself in the water.
How could I
Can you attack one?
burning hands, but only to hit them and not me?
No. You can scorch yourself with it, though.
That's not worth it.
Yeah, because he has a dying value of 1.
No, he doesn't because he heroic recovered.
Oh, okay.
Since you ray of frost from your mouth, could you ray of frost one off yourself?
Yeah, technically I could. Let's see.
Aren't
that's
you a monk?
personal spell. I am.
Oh,
So you
that's
just do
yeah.
flurry of blows and.
I can't flurry of blows because it's a multi-class monk.
Okay, so just.
But I am just gonna
iterative attacks.
cast True Strike.
Okay.
On myself. Then I'm going.
They're pretty easy to hit.
Oh, are they? Okay,
Yeah.
then I won't bother. I'll just punch one of them.
Okay, make the attack roll.
That's on my other sheet. There we go. Sorry, just a second. There it is.
Sweet.
24.
A pop. Okay,
Okay.
that was
and
a
I'm gonna
critical.
Punch the other one.
Okay, -4 because your fists are agile.
And you also have +1 because of the +1 hand wraps.
Right.
Yes, true.
So -3 because of the inspire, right?
So 8.
There's no inspire up right now.
But
okay.
the hand wraps. An 8 misses.
Okay.
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 Is
I have
that
one more action, don't I?
Yeah, you do.
I'm gonna punch again.
Okay, -8. So -7 because your hand wraps.
So that'll be a 14.
14 hits. I was sweating for you. How
Yeah,
much
'cause-
damage?
5 damage.
That's exactly what you needed.
Boom.
Okay, pop.
Yay,
All
monkey!
right,
Kicky fist monk.
out of initiative.
Oh man.
Okay, we're just going to use one of my scrolls for a direct heal on poor Zarias. This is going to be 2d10 plus 16.
Bugs like that are why I left the NSC.
Yeah. So give him 23.
Cool.
So one more of my scrolls used.
And when I see he's okay, I go back up so that I can steer us.
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah, steering, you're out of combat. You can go ahead and make that turn just fine. You're ready for it.
I'll also assist with the steering now that I'm not dying.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, you guys are just kind of moving down the river here now. What's your exploration activities? What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna try and medicine on myself.
Okay.
Always say we try to get to our destination as fast as possible. Maybe we keep rowing this thing and go a little faster.
That is a good idea.
I suppose. I'm just going to keep lookout and maybe help with some medicines.
Oh,
Treating wounds.
could someone try and fix up that crawly I might have damaged a little bit?
I was thinking right before we get there, I will try because I have one spell.
All right.
Yeah,
Just
it's
in
kind
case
of
something
melting. There's like a
gets
little
worse.
hole in the side of the crate. It doesn't look like it broke any of the contents inside. What you can see are a bunch of bottles. Kind of
Okay.
see through
There's
the
a bunch of
melting
healing
ice.
potions in here. Okay. Ryklin, are you assisting me with my heal on myself?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Excellent.
I'm keeping my eye out on our surroundings, making sure nothing comes up, and rowing.
Okay. What's your perception bonus, Tane?
My perception bonus is 7.
Okay.
Well, that's definitely enough
Yeah.
to aid.
Yes.
So
it is.
+1.
Thank you. And I got that'll be a
A base 15, which is what you needed.
yeah. And I got a
So-
16.
2d8.
Yep. 2d8 plus something, I think.
I'll pull it up.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and move you guys maps here.
I'm assisting with the rowing, by the way.
Okay. So you guys are rowing. You're keeping an eye out. You guys are rowing for about a good hour or so.
I would like to focus as well,
Okay.
or to recover my focus.
So you're refocusing. They're
If we're
rowing.
rowing so long, could you guys do a heal check on me as well?
Sure.
Yeah. And then how many focus points can I recover?
1 for every 10 minutes you focus.
So I'm able to recover 2.
Mhm.
My 2 then. Okay.
Yep.
And then I will come and try and heal you, Regina.
I could also use a heal if we're doing it. I'm 5 down still.
All right. So we just healed Sapisto, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you're immune to it for 1 day.
Mm-hmm.
And then Regina, we're going to make an
Regina,
attempt on you.
Well, I tried and I failed on Regina, so I don't know if she's still.
I think you can still try. It's just
Let me
that they're immune to it.
Zarias, what's your perception bonus?
Perception bonus. My perception bonus is 6, I think.
Okay.
Oh, they're only immune to my attempts for 1 hour.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. So I think she's probably still immune. Because it happens after I try, not whether or not I succeed.
Right. And then
Right.
at 1 hour, we're going to a little bit of something happening.
Okay.
All right, then Ryklin's just going to make an attempt then.
You want me to assist you?
Sure. If
Okay.
you can, yeah.
Yeah. I have the kit.
We're using your kit.
Okay.
Okay. Ryklin gets a 25 right out the gate. So
Cool. You definitely didn't need me.
Okay. 25 is a critical success.
Oh,
Sweet.
nice.
Mhm.
I don't think there's any bonus for a critical success. So just
There
2d8.
There
there
is.
is.
Yeah, the target regains 48 hit points, and its wounded condition is removed.
Oh, there you go. Well, 6 is all you needed anyway. So here you go. So your wounds are treated.
Hero point count. Sapisto's
Regina.
got 1, correct?
Yes.
Ryklin has none.
None what?
No hero points.
I have 1 remaining.
Okay.
Actually, I
and
think I have
so did
2.
you
I
gain
don't
one
think I've
after the
spent
heroic
one.
recovery?
I used 1 in the heroic
So
recovery. and
heroic
1 was
recovery takes all of your hero points.
But then he got one from M.
Oh, that's true. He did. Yep.
Yeah.
And then Zarias, you just used all of yours for heroic recovery, and then Tane, you
Yep.
have 1, I believe, correct?
And
2, right?
have I spent one this session? I don't remember.
No, you have not.
Okay, so I have 2.
2. Good.
Yeah.
Okay, do we have time for another heal check on Zarias?
No. Well,
Okay.
on Zarias,
we've-
yes, because
We've been doing this for 30 minutes now.
Yeah, you do.
All right,
Okay.
so attempting a heal check or I think it's called wounds.
Medicine. Yeah, treat wounds.
Treat wounds. So
I
treat
will assist
wounds.
you.
All right, attempting it on Zarias. Well, that's above a 15. So And with an aid, that's a 17.
Okay, that gets it.
Okay, so that'll be 2d8. So you are healed 5 hit points.
That's exactly what I needed.
Nice.
Yeah,
The
we
nobles
do our
have
job.
not come out from under the tarp, by the way.
Oh.
I need to roll for my own health healing because I did not do that for.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna tell the nobles that it's safe to come out now.
Okay. They come out. They get settled. About
Hey,
an hour has
you
passed.
did a great job, and as you can see, we're all in tip-top shape. Ryklin hides the broken box behind a couple of others.
Good. Well, good work, I suppose. Zarias and Regina, you guys spot as you guys are rowing some sort of creature, 2 creatures, flying up in the distance that looks like it's coming up the river a little ways. They're circling a point on the river, and it looks like one of them has something riding on its back.
We've got company.
These could be our dragon friends that we had scouted out.
If only.
Okay, I am moving us. I'm not going to move you guys yet. You guys stay there.
So we're about, an hour and a half since our... Well, no, it's 10 minutes. So we're about half an hour beyond our previous encounter.
About an hour, so this is an hour later. So you guys have healed up. You guys have been rowing for an hour.
I would use one of my mending scrolls for a 10-minute repair on that box.
Sure. Okay. The box mends up just fine.
Yeah. Who knows if the things inside are okay.
All right, so you guys... Oh, let me get these miniatures placed, and I'll move you guys over here.
Right before it looks like we're about to go into combat, I'm going to drink my healing potion.
Okay, go for it.
Is that right now?
That's probably right now,
It
yeah.
is, yep.
Okay, I will drink it. What is the healing potion heal?
The healing potion heals... I'm not sure. I don't know.
I think it's a 1d8.
Okay.
Let me double check.
Is it the most basic one?
There's 2 different kinds. There's an elixir of life, which is an alchemical item, and then there's a potion of healing. I'm looking it up right now.
Because if it's the basic potion of healing, that is 1d8.
Okay.
Yeah, consumables, potions, and a potion of healing. Yep, level 1 is 1d8 hit points. Nice roll.
So, I'll direct your guys' attention up here.
Sure.
You guys can see, as you're approaching and as you get closer to these things, the things flying up in the air seem to be these drake-looking things with long snouts full of razor-sharp teeth. They have no legs. They have long tails. One of them seems to have a boggart of some sort on its back. Mm-hmm. And then as you're getting closer, you can see what looks to be 2 cyclopses on either side of this archway.
Oh my gosh.
Wielding huge crossbows at the ready.
Oh gosh.
So you guys would have a little bit of time to prepare before you get into range here. What would you like to do?
Oh my gosh.
I turn to the people. You best cover yourselves in the cargo with that tarp again.
Yeah.
That's a dragon! One
It's
shouts,
okay,
and he goes running under the tarp, and the other people follow.
Okay. All right, so let's see. Yeah, we're going to definitely be doing some sanctuary here.
Let's make sure they cover the cargo, too, to kind of hide it.
Oh, the tarp's not big enough for the cargo.
Okay.
True.
I'm going to start sustaining shield.
All right, so sanctuary is a minute. So I'll probably... All right, I'm going to get my shield out, and then I'm going to cast Bless, which is, I think, up to 5 minutes. Nope, it's up to a minute as well, so I'm not going to cast that yet either.
Now, initiative will start right here where you guys are at down here. So, yeah, anything you guys want to do on the way up?
There's an oil of potency that that you have, Regina. This might be a good place to use that.
Fantastic.
That'll
What does that do again?
it won't increase the to hit of your weapon because you already have a +1, but it will increase the amount of damage. It rolls an additional die of damage.
An additional die.
Yeah. So if it's a D8, it'll roll another D8.
Yeah, it makes it a +1 striking weapon.
Yeah.
Cool.
I actually have a crossbow, and I'm thinking I'm going to actually get it ready.
I rage. And
Okay.
I'm gonna get ready to do my
Yeah.
lingering composition.
Yeah, I'm going to have my crossbow at the ready, so my shield and staff are stowed, and I'm going to put the oil of potency on my crossbow.
so on a ready that as soon as we get into range, I rage.
Okay.
I'm within 115 feet of both of these dragons, so I want to cast Ray of Frost on the one with the dude on its back.
Okay. That Ray of Frost will start the initiative. Anything else? Anything else anybody's doing to prep?
I'm going to ready an action with my crossbow. I think the range of a crossbow is 120.
Yes.
All right, so I could technically take a shot right now without any penalties.
I would like to say on my mark so that I can start the performance right before you guys fire.
Okay.
Oh, yes,
Sure.
yes.
So let's do
that.
this. You guys take a shot each, free shot. Then the rage starts, then the performance starts, then we roll initiative.
Actually, can I cast Bless before we do that?
Yep.
Sorry. All right. So
On her mark, bless.
I'm up
Get
here.
set.
On
Load.
her mark, Bless. Yep. I'm going to just put a 5-foot aura here. It's not readable because it's underneath the raft. But
Sorry.
my aura.
What does this do?
+1 to attack rolls.
+1 to your attack rolls if you're within 5 feet of me. If you want, another round, I can push it out. Either way.
Then I'll stand next to you before I Ray of
Okay.
Frost these things.
Here we go. So we all put ourselves in fireball formation, and then
Nobles under the tarp.
nobles are under the tarp. And,
I'll be back here in the
cast
mid range.
Bless. So Bless is now up, and then the next round we all fire.
Okay, make those attack rolls and we'll start this boss encounter, the final one of the night.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. All right.
Okay.
I'm aiming at the flying lizard itself.
Okay, what about you,
'Cause-
Zarias?
I'm also aiming at the wyvern.
Okay,
Okay. So I guess all the buffs are up, right?
yep.
Okay. Let's do this. Okay.
Attack
So we're
rolls?
hitting at a +2 right now.
She's giving you a +1.
Oh, I haven't started yet. I have to roll for it before I
Oh.
do.
Oh, roll it.
By all means.
Okay. So I'll
We want
say,
some of that sweet music.
I'll say, who are we? We are the Goldbloods. Fight together, drink together, hopefully not die together. Alone or at all. Okay, and then I'm gonna do lingering performance.
Oh snap.
Oh,
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It was so inspiring.
4 rounds, and I'll be like, do 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 do. Like
and then we all sing into it. We are the champions.
And nobody's rowing right now, right? You guys are going your normal
Nope.
speed. Okay,
Yep, that's right.
make your attack rolls with your respective +2s.
Okay.
Okay.